Well, tonight is senior night here at Bulldog Stadium, and we have a bunch of seniors from football and the band and cross country that we're going to introduce, and these are in alphabetical order, so you'll know that we're mixing them up a little bit in there, so no, not just all football or whatever. First up, under football is Angel Arvizu. He's being escorted by his parents, Juan Arvizu and Elizabeth Sanchez. He's been playing this is his first year in football. Kicker and punter, number 14. He plans to go to TJC or UIT for automotive technician. And in words of thanks, he says, I'm very thankful for my parents who have supported me through the years and made me what I am. I'm thankful for my teachers, especially Mr. and Ms. Clark and Ms. Randall. Finally, I'd like to thank all my friends who have been there with me through all the good and bad times. And the words of this team is, win or lose, play your heart out. Angel Arvizu. Next up, Cortelius Bass. Football, and it's being escorted by his parents, just Clay Lockhart and Courtney Bass. He's been playing for 6 years in football. Defensive linebacker and running back. He wears number 25. Plans to go to college for welding and auto technician at Prairie View A&M University. He said, first I'd like to thank God for the Most High and then his parents, Mr. Troy and my dad, Mr. Courtney, for always being there for me and always supporting me, no matter what sport or activities I'm in. My family, I love you. And he says, always strive for the best, no matter how hard it gets, and never let anyone put a limit on your potential and goals in life. And that is Cortelius Bass. Next up, Jonathan Castillo for cross country. Being escorted by his parents, Daisy and Ramon Castillo. In his position, he's a runner. That would be right, cross country. He plans to go to TJC for college, and he'd like to thank God first and for what he has done for him. He'd also like to thank his family for their support, and would like to thank his coaches for pushing him every day. He says thank you. His word of wisdom is keep your head up and keep moving forward. Jonathan Castillo. Next up, Alonzo Cervantes. And Alonzo is with the band. And those nice, pretty new uniforms. Being escorted by his parents, Marina Cervantes and Jose Cervantes. He's been playing in band for 8 years, plays the flute. He's a section leader and drill sergeant. He has been a state ensemble qualifier and ranked Class 1 Solo 2021. Plans to go to Texas A&M University for engineer of some sort, probably mechanical. His words of thoughts or thanks is, I'd like to thank his parents for putting up with him for all that he has, and also thank you to his friends. You know who y'all are. Love them to death, and thanks to Ms. Moore for taking time out of her day to put up with him. And his words of thought, never back down, never what? Alonzo Cervantes. Next up, Gerson Cruz. And being escorted out with his parents, Pino Cruz Serrato and Arsenio Amado Sosa. I got that right. He is the kicker, who's been wearing number 16, and he plans to go to Stephen F. Austin University for biology. In his words of wisdom, thank you for making me who I am, and may God bless us all. Gerson Cruz. Next up, Emily Cruz, football trainer and manager. Being escorted by our mother, Rosa Santos. And she's in cross country also for 3 years. Plans to attend college and major in nursing. She wants to thank Coach Minner, Coach Pearson, Coach Tapia, Coach Gransberry, and Coach Daniels for everything. Thank you to all of my teammates and always cheering me on. And she says there's nothing to lose and everything to gain. Emily Cruz. Next up, Taiwan K.I.V.Y. Delane. K.I.V.Y., that's the man right there. Being escorted by his mother, Erica Hart, and grandfather, W.L. Tillis. He is a running back. He's been playing for 4 years, wears number 11. Says he plans to attend Prairie View A&M to major in athletic training. And he says, firstly, I'd like to thank my mom, grandparents, and my family for believing in me, but also motivating me to not only stay focused, but most importantly, to keep God first. I'd also like to thank my coaches for being some of the best supporters as well. K.I.V.Y delay. Next up, Artis Edwards, being escorted by his parents, Artis Edwards Sr. and Zamika Edwards. And 3 years in Crockett and in football, 11 years total. He's a right guard and a right tackle. Wears number 60. He plans to go to college for electrical engineering and history and hopes to play college football and golf. He says, thank you to all the coaches that worked with me over the years. I've learned a lot from all of you. Thanks to my mom and dad for supporting me. And thank you to all my teachers who taught me. And his words of wisdom, even though next year I will go on to my next journey, y'all will always have support. It's been an honor to play with your teammates. Artis Edwards. Next up, LB, Little Brian Fioli, being escorted by his parents, Big Brian Fioli, and his mother, Ann Fioli. He is in cross country. He's a runner. He plans to go to Texas A&M University for an environmental engineer. Said, I'd like to thank Miss Tapia for pushing me to get involved, for pushing me to do my best even when I wanted to quit. Thank you to my parents for shaping me into the man that I am today. And his words of wisdom, always strive to do your best and get involved as much as you can. Brian Fioli. Next up, Anthony Guzman, being escorted by Mr. and Ms. Marino, aunt and uncle, and by his cousin Jose F. Marino. He is in the band, playing for a year with the band. He's a saxophone player. And his college plans are to go to UT Austin and major in jazz performance. There you go. Anthony Guzman. And let's see, next up, Eddie King, being escorted by his mom, Miss Pamela Randall. Pitch. You know I had to get that in there. His position is the football manager and trainer. He plans to go to Texas Tech for computer science. He wants to come back and fix the computers at Crockett. He said his words of thanks is, I'm thankful for Coach P for the guidance he gave me in the gym and in the classroom. I'm also thankful for my mom for pushing me to always do my best. Eddie King. Next up, Myra Martinez, being escorted by his parents, Myra and Miguel Martinez. She's been in cheer for 3 years and is captain. She plans to attend A&M and major in English, then pursuing law. Her words of thanks are, thank you to Coach Stevens for supplying each and every one of us, or for supporting each and every one of us. Thank you for always giving us all your love and time. Thank you to the girls and Jay. I love all of you and will miss you. And thank you to my mom and dad for always supporting me. Words of wisdom, keep going and working hard, but remember to always have fun. Myra Martinez. Next up with the band, Litzy Mancia Navarro.
I'm afraid of heights.
Being escorted by her mother, Emilia Navarro, and brother, Carlos Mancia Navarro. Been playing in the band for 7 years. Plays the flute. She plans to attend Sam Houston State University to major in early childhood education. Words of thanks. She said, I would like to thank my parents for always being hardworking and supporting me in any way possible. My friends for always making my life an adventure, and my teachers for constantly pushing me to do better. The words of wisdom are, if you can survive marching band, you can survive anything. There's a lot of truth in that one. And that was Litzy Navarro. Next up, Marcus Moore, Marcus is also in the band. He's being escorted by his parents, head band director Dana Moore, and his father, Marcus Moore. Been in the band for 8 years. He plays the bassoon and is also a co-drum major. He has got the Able Award, Beat Proficiency Area Finalist, and Lone Star degree. He wants to go to A&M for animal science to become an embryologist. And his word of thanks, if I could thank everybody individually, I would. But my special thanks go to Mr. Wilder and his wife for encouraging him and being good idols. I want to thank my parents for pushing me when I didn't want to do anything and didn't want to be pushed. And lastly, I want to thank God for every day that I wake up and enjoy this beautiful creation. His words of wisdom: hydrate, don't degrade. Hope I got that right. Marcus Moore. Now we have next up Rosa Maria Gonzalez Perez, and is being escorted by her mother Elena Gonzalez and her brother Junior Gonzalez. And she's got two things here. One, she's a runner with cross country and wants to go into the Marines. She says, whenever you feel weak, remember the things that made you strong. Whenever you stand or start to doubt yourself, remember those who believe in you. And she's a section leader in the band. She plays the euphonium. And her future plans: she wants to become a Marine. And let's see, it says words to the band: don't be mid. I'm gonna add in here, simplify to you, girl. Next up, Roberta Popoca. Got it. Roberto Popoca. Mama said she was going to get me if I didn't pronounce the last name right. He's being escorted by his mother and father, Carla and Roberto Popoca. Been in the band for 8 years and plays the trumpet. He plans to attend college and study engineering. Says he would like to thank all of the Crockett High School staff for helping him throughout the years to become a better student. Said I would like to thank Ms. Moore for showing him how to play the trumpet and pushing him to his full potential. Roberto Popoca. Next up, football is Takirin Reagans. I hope I got that right. If it didn't, I'm sorry, sir. Defensive lineman is being escorted by his mother and father, his parents, Monique Carey and Timothy Reagans. He's been playing for 10 years as a defensive end, wears number 27. Plans to attend college and be an architect, building stuff. Words of thanks: he'd like to thank all the coaches who gave him a chance. And his words of wisdom are: either you're gonna cry like a puppy or bark like a dog. Tyrion Reagans. I got it. Next up, football. Truman Robinson. Parents are escorting mother and father, Lene Robinson and Cole Robinson. He's a right tackle and defensive end, playing for 4 years, wears number 65. Plans to attend Blended Junior College and then transfer to Texas A&M for physical therapy. He wants to thank his mom for being the toughest person that he knows and always fighting for it. He wants to thank his dad for teaching him lessons to help in life and always pushing him to do his best. Truman Robinson. Next up at cross country is Kathy Saavedra, being escorted by his parents, Kathy Harato and Miguel Saavedra. Been in cross country for 6 years and is a captain. Plans to attend college and run for them. Wants to say thank you to those who were there for her when She didn't believe in herself and helped push all the way. Words to the runners, the more you work, the easier it will be. You're doing this for yourself and doing it by yourself. That's Kathy Sinidra. Next up, for football, Mackenzie Smith, being escorted by her parents, Pam and Richard Smith. Been in for 1 year as a football manager trainer. Says I'm thankful to be granted this opportunity as a football manager. The experience has not only been fun, but it's also allowed me to build a closer relationship with my fellow classmates. Also, thank you to all of the coaches for helping all of the managers, and including myself. Words of wisdom: continue to always work hard and never give up, even when the journey gets tough. Stay positive. And that is Mackenzie Smith. And let's see, next up is Alyssa Torres, being escorted by her parents, Hortensia Torres and Chris Torres. Been in the band for 7 years, plays the clarinet. Future plans are to become a phlebotomy technician. So I want to thank my parents for pushing me to be the best that I can be. I also want to thank both my cousin Jasmine and Lipsy for always being by my side through the toughest times. Lastly, I want to thank my family, especially my sister, Aaliyah, for never giving up on me, especially at my lowest times. No matter how hard it gets, push yourself to the best of your ability. Alyssa Torres. Next up, Joseph Tuttle. Joseph's in the band, being escorted by his parents, Margaret and Stephen Tuttle. Been in the band for 4 years, and he plays the saxophone. He's the section leader. He's state qualifier in ensemble and a silver medalist. His future plans are to attend a 4-year college and then move on to physical therapy. His words to the band: get good. Mr. Joseph Tuttle. Next up for football, Damarian Wetsy, being escorted by his father, Morris Witsy. And let's see, he's a guard and tackle. Playing for 2 years, wears number 62. And after school, he plans going out to the oil field. Get the prices down for us, friends. Wants to say thank you to the faculty and staff, and thank you to the coaches. Thank you to the most important people in my life is family. His words of wisdom: do your job and get it done. Next up, Isaac Zacharias. He's being escorted by his parents, Aurelia Perez and Ambrosio Cruz. Been in the band for 6 years. Plays the clarinet. He's a solo and ensemble awards. So Spell's going to get a full-time job after school, and then wants to thank his parents and Ms. Moore and Ms. Grubb for helping me so much. This is why I love y'all. Because don't give up and see it through. Isaac Zacharias. And last but not least, I have Raphael Zacharias. Raphael out there. Hey, wave at me, Raphael. Okay, on the end. Also being escorted out by Aurelia Perez and Ambrosio Cruz. He's been in the band for 6 years and plays the flute. He's a solo and ensemble, plans to go into the military. He says he wants to thank his parents and Ms. Moore for all the teachers who helped him. Says, fake it till you make it. Raphael. Those are our seniors tonight, and we will hate to see you leave out on us, but, time moves on, thank y'all so much for coming out. And we've got a football game, so let's get ready for it. Oh, and as the guy used to say, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Crockett High School in the Monte Jack Driskell Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jack on the Crockett Bulldogs. Tonight, the Crockett Bulldogs, under the leadership of head coach J.J. Jordan, will be taking on the Buna Cougars, and we welcome our friends visitors from Buna. Tonight's game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. Officials for tonight's game have been selected with the consent of both schools. The role of the official is not unlike that of players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators. Without them, this game would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continued participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game. We ask you as students, parents, and spectators to demonstrate the kind of respect that these officials would be extended as any dedicated person in a position of responsibility by respecting the rules for tonight's game. Everyone with the Crockett Independent School District welcomes you, our visitors from Buna, and we hope that everyone enjoys this athletic event. It is the intention of Crockett ISD to provide a safe and enjoyable environment for staff, students, parents, and guests. Stadium rules are posted, and we ask that you comply with posted rules as well as requests made by Crockett ISD staff and security personnel. Failure to comply may result in the immediate ejection of the violator from this and future events, and we thank you for your cooperation. Tonight's game is the result of many hours of preparation. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, these players, along with their coaches, have worked hard to get to this level by providing their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. We ask that you support them with your cheers, your applause, and your good sportsmanship, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the value of athletics. By your conduct, allow these athletes, along with their coaches, to represent their schools with pride and honor. While your sportsmanlike actions may play only a small part in the outcome of this game, it will play a much greater role in continuing to encourage competitive athletics. We also ask that you show your appreciation and support to the students who will be taking part indirectly in tonight's game. The cheerleaders, bands, pep squads, and students who support their teams both at home and away. These young people play an integral part in the team's success. For your convenience, our concession stands are located on each side of the west end, along with restaurant facilities, and we thank you for your attendance, and again to our visitors from Buna, we welcome you to Crockett. Later we'll have the school songs, and right before play action starts, we'll have our moment of silence and our national anthem. Thank you. Come on, Chip, you're going the right direction.
Come on, old man. Come on.
Chip, we're not going to give you any plugs for haircutting tonight.
I forgot to tell you about the stairs.
Yeah, man, it's not good after a long day. Oh, boy. Feel like I'm exercising. Oh, boy.
You said to the top. All right, we at the top. Woo. Y'all stink.
Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that everyone please rise. Gentlemen, move cover as we have our school songs. First we'll have the Buna school song, followed by the Crockett school song. Thank you, and you may be seated, including you, Dr. Mike.
Driskell Stadium on the campus of Crockett Independent School District as the Crockett Bulldogs getting ready, Tommy, to host the Buna Cougars. Crockett coming in 0-2, looking to get on the winning side of things. We've got a special guest sitting behind us. We're going to talk to him during the first quarter, find out why he really hates the Dallas Cowboys. We'll do that a little bit later on during the broadcast. This is the Knox Furniture pregame report. Tommy, we need a W tonight, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, we played 2 games. We've only scored 27 points in 2 games, averaging 13.5. Giving up 89, giving up 44.5 points per game. I'd like to see us run the scoreboard up tonight. It'd be nice to get on there, get a lead. We haven't had a lead this year so far.
We haven't, and, as I say many times, I like to see those crooked numbers up on the scoreboard, and we definitely need to see some of those. I think, the Dogs played an extremely good game on the road to open up the campaign for the 23 season at Mart. We looked a little unorganized
stumped their toe last week.
Right, a little unorganized last Friday night. I think Coach Jordan and his staff has had a good week of practice, even though it was they were out of school on Monday, but they did have practice Monday morning for 2 to 2.5 hours. Should have a good crowd tonight. Senior night, they just recognized seniors from football, cheerleading, band, and cross country, and I think. I think it is set for us to do well tonight.
Well, and folks, I certainly don't want to deter anybody from coming out tonight, but if you are coming to the game and you haven't got here yet, you might bring the umbrella.
That is true. They say
there's a storm system that's going it could skirt us or it could come over us about 9 o'clock. So I just hope we don't have any lightning delays or long delays, but you might want to bring your umbrella just in case a slight rain starts.
Well, I can tell you this, a couple things about that. When I got to the stadium right around 6 o'clock, we were then in a lightning delay, and we do have the lightning detection system here. It'll sound an alarm, so we're definitely prepared for that.
And if it does go off, you have to wait how many minutes before you can resume? Or you can't. And if another lightning strike, the count starts over.
Yeah, it starts back over.
30 minutes? 30?
Yeah. So it's, let's, if we're going to have one storm, let's have 2, and let's call one of them a Bulldog storm.
There you go. Well, in Buna, I tell you, they're coming in 1-1. I remember that game last year. It was a back-and-forth game. We got up ahead, I think, maybe 2 scores. They came back and tied it. They went ahead, and then we scored pretty late in the game to go up, and then we got the ball back with about a minute to go in their side of the field.
Yes.
And you and I were up there saying, please don't score, because we were only up by 1 point, I believe. 21-20. And if we'd have scored real quick and missed the extra point, give them the ball back, they could go down and score, go for 2, and beat us. But the coaching staff did a good job and just sitting on the ball and letting the clock run out.
And I remember that trip, Tommy, because I drove and it took us 3.5 days to get back.
I'm not so sure you didn't get us lost, because Buna can't be that. I mean,
it's 20 miles on the other side of the end of the world.
It's you think Newton's a long ways? It's past Newton.
It is a long. You go to Jasper and take a right. And when you run out of road, you're in Buna.
If you look to the east, you can see Louisiana. If you look to the south, you can see Beaumont.
There's no doubt. You're listening to the Knox Furniture pregame report live from Monte Jack Driskell Stadium. Ansel Bradshaw, Tommy McTaber. We're back in 2.5 minutes right here on K.I.V.Y.
When the game is on the line, the smart coach calls in the most experienced and the steady player. When it comes to running your home, East Texans do the very same thing. They call the most experienced and the steady player. That, my friends, is Knox Furniture. Fair, honest prices with easy financing and free delivery. Furniture, appliances, flooring, mattresses, accessories. Come see why we've been making the team since 1927. Knox Furniture, 300 East Goliad, historic downtown Crockett.
Commitment to community, a core value of Houston County Electric Cooperative that represents the cooperative difference. It's why our members trust us to provide reliable and affordable power. Our cooperative is committed to enhancing the communities we serve. Houston County Electric's employees encourage youth leadership, promote electrical safety education, support the local economy, and volunteer throughout our communities.
Proud to serve. That's the Houston County Electric Cooperative difference.
Aurora Concepts, LLC and Family Medical Practice located at 1261 Loop 304 in Crockett. No appointment needed, just walk in. Affordable, convenient, and caring. Aurora Concepts open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Aurora Concepts accepts insurance of all kinds, Medicare and Medicaid, and if you're a cash-paying patient, Aurora Concept is very, very affordable. When you're sick, head to Aurora Concept, a family medical practice with no appointment necessary, located at 1261 Loop 304 in Crockett.
My name is lawyer Chris Spruce here in Grapeland, Texas. For anyone injured in a car or truck wreck anywhere in Texas, call or text me at 903-724-0055. And hey, football season's here. At Piney Woods Law, we know the game. Big insurance companies have some tricks up their sleeve, but after resolving thousands of injury cases on both sides of the ball, I know how to put you in the win column by beating them at their own game and get you maximum money for your claim. If I don't win, you owe me nothing. Call or text 903-724-0055 or search Piney Woods Law online for a free consultation. You don't need a big town attorney to have a big time attorney.
Carol, can you smell that?
No, what is it?
It's the smell of football. I'm so glad football season is finally here again.
That's right. I love going to games and catching up with all of my friends. You just don't forget to tell me when the game is over.
I would never forget you, customers at Davy Crockett Drug.
That's right. We have the best customers at Davy Crockett Drug. All you football fans, be sure and call.
Unit beat Corrigan 2 weeks ago, 48-6.
They got a big blow-up over there.
Did you hear that? 48-6.
48
Corrigan Camden week 1.
They put up 48 points.
And then they lost to Bridge City last week, 20-12. So they've scored 60 points, averaging 30 points a game, and giving up 26, giving up 13 points a game. So, you know.
It's going to be Toby Mars, I guess.
He's going to be. We're going to call his name a bunch, and you're going to call number 2 a ton, Jacob Johnson, and number 7, Caden Dill. That's their 3-man studs right there.
Well, and our guest that's joining us, Mr. Chip Miles, we're going to get him on the air a little bit after we get the game underway, and I've already had a text message directed at Chip that said, let's go, Chip Miles, let's hear about them boys. So that's already been sent to me, so at least, and you'll have to check it out on your phone as well. But anyway, you know, Tommy, Buna brought a pretty big team with them. I mean, they're not small.
Good-sized kids. I would think it's about even as numbers as far as they've probably got, I don't know, I'm just looking over there, less than 30 players, so does Crockett. Size-wise, I think they might be a little bigger than we are, but I got a feeling across the board we might be a little faster than that.
I think you're absolutely correct.
Now, number two is going to be, I mean, like I say, he's averaging, his name is Jacob Johnson. He's averaging 131 yards a game rushing, and they got number 7, Dill's averaging 77 yards a game receiving. So that's the two guys we got to stop.
And Buna's going to get the opening kickoff. The Crockett will receive to start the third quarter. And you don't see this very often, Tommy, but we have a female sideline official. And you don't, I mean, you know, you're starting to see it more
in the pros,
in college, but you, I don't know the young lady's name. If we had a list of the officials, we would certainly call them out, but we don't have that. But again, Crockett's going to kick off. They've got it teed up at the 40-yard line. First quarter action brought to you by the Houston County Electric Cooperative. We appreciate our friends at Knox Furniture. They're open tomorrow from 7:30 to 12. And if you need to get that room fixed up for the NFL season, actually started last night, but the bulk of the games on Sunday, go by and see the friendly folks at Knox Furniture. They will certainly take care of you. Number 14, Mizu, kicking it off, brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. And picked up. And he's going to weave and bobble up to the 30 where he's knocked out of bounds on it. So first and 10 for the Cougars.
27 for Crockett. Good hard tackle over there right at the 30-yard line.
And that's going to be Reagan. But the Cougars will set up first and 10 at their own 30-yard line. And Tommy, I'm going to say this right now. Looking out at the defense, there is a true freshman. Well, wait a minute. Now he's coming off. I thought Pink was out there, but maybe he thought he was supposed to be out there, but they pulled him back.
He doesn't look like a freshman.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, they got well, like I said, Ford's going to be the quarterback. Got long, flowing gold locks coming out of the back of his helmet, and number 2, Johnson, backfield. He's going to see a ton of him, number 2.
2 receivers to the right, 6 receivers to the left, and they're going to hand off to Johnson. He's going to pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards with the forward motion. Going to be see where they spot the ball. So they give him 5 on the carry. Going to be second down and 5 at the 35. They need to get to the 40. Just underway here from Monte Jack Driskell Stadium. Again, the Dogs coming in 0-2. Cougars 1-1.
Just a little delayed counter right there. He was set up on the right side of the backfield. He kind of paused and then kind of came across him to the left side and had contact there for about a yard, but a good game.
That offensive line has got some beef for it for the Cougars. Quarterback in shotgun formation. Hands off to Johnson, going around the right-hand side. And that is what you call the gap. That's going to be the lane. And he is pumped up on that tackle, Tommy. Loss of 4, going to bring up third down and 9.
And we saw the young man quarterbacking Marsh. Doesn't put a lot of zip on the ball, but he's got a pretty good arm. I mean, I think we might could pick off a couple balls tonight if our secondary's up to the bar.
Now I see number 19, a true freshman out there for the Crockett Bulldogs in the defensive back position. And the quarterback rolling out. And that's going to be underthrown. Yep. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 9. It's going to put the Cougars in the punting operation.
He'd have been close. They might have been a little short. He didn't fit caught the ball. Good. We win it. The quarterback kind of rolled out like he was going to run. So our defender came to the quarterback, left the man open, but another guy came in right there from the secondary, hit him pretty hard. Incomplete pass. Gave the first punch tonight, but we have nobody deep, so they're not. Well, the quarterback the punter?
He might be. And he's going, well, yeah. I don't see. That's number 4. Okay, sure is. And it goes, he does punt it, a little quick kick. He really wasn't set up in punt formation. We had nobody back. Goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line, so that's what Crockett set up first and 10. As the Bulldogs offensively, Lockhart leading the offensive unit for the Crockett Bulldogs. And, you know, maybe we can establish the run, Tommy, and then that opens up the passing game.
I'd love to see a big game from Delane and Simon rushing the ball tonight.
2 receivers to the right, 2 in the backfield with Lockhart. Lane in motion. Lockhart's just going to keep it. Little sweep around the right-hand side.
Yep, I think they got us on hold.
And he was just a step or 2 away from really turning that into a big game. But going to be holding against the Crockett Bulldogs. That's going to push them back, bring up 1st and 20. And that's not really the way that you want to get this thing underway.
And the hold was after the running back was already past the guy that the young man held. So just unnecessary foul right there on the Bulldogs.
So it moves them back to the 27-yard line, the 1st and 20. And Chip, are you looking forward to being on the radio here in a little bit with me? Tommy, if you can't see through the radio, but he was shaking his head really, really hard back and forth, not up and down.
Oh, some people, yeah, I know doing the radio, sometimes you put a mic in front of people's face and all of a sudden they can't talk at all.
Well, now I had Chip on the radio with me from the Peanut Festival. Simon in motion, and they hand off to Delane. He's going to pick up about 6 yards.
6 yards. Going to be second and 14.
And Chip, he come up there, him and his cohort Justin, to participate and help me with the Peanut Festival last year. And Chip was supposed to ride a horse, but it never happened.
He didn't get bucked off, did he?
No, he just got scared. Simon in motion. He takes the handoff, looking for a lane. He's going to get past one or two tacklers, but they're going to stop him about the 37.
Going back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to become 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Of course, Chip's wife, Dr. Miles, is a counselor at Crockett Elementary. She always puts stuff every evening just about on Facebook about how successful her day was, so that she certainly enjoys being a Bulldog. We enjoy having her.
We need positive people like that in children's lives.
That's exactly, and she's a very positive lady. 3rd down and 10. Lockhart fakes and got laundry all over the field.
Yeah, we must have moved because they killed the play, or it could have been possible offense, offsides. No, it's going to be on Crockett. Move it back 5 yards.
Going to bring up 3rd and 15. There's a few folks from Buna that made that trip, Tommy. But I think when we went last year and we didn't fiddle around, I think it was 2 hours and 20 minutes one way.
Yeah, we got there. We went to the school. There wasn't no football stadium.
No. You're right.
And Buna's not that big.
No. We yeah. You're exactly right. But it wasn't as bad as when you and I went to Van. 3rd and 15. Lockhart in the shotgun formation. Delane in the backfield with him. Another flag.
We moved again. Another receiver moving.
Come on, guys. Going to be 3rd and 20.
Flag on the play.
So the yardage after the initial holding penalty, the 10 yards that we gained on the 2 plays, we've given it back on back-to-back penalties. So now it's going to be 3rd and 20. So we got 3 receivers to the left. Take the handoff to the lane. Lockhart looking downfield, getting a little rush on him. Now he's just going to tuck it and go. And not going to pick up the first down.
He's going to pick up about 15, though.
Yep, going to be 4th down and 5.
Right at 15.
But that kind of gets us some room to punt. And week was Dixon did an outstanding job punting for the Crockett Bulldogs, and he's back in punt formation at the 31.
They've got number 7, Dill, back, standing about the Buna 20-yard line. Ooh, high snap, good job catching it. Good
nice punt. Brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet.
Come up.
And what a roll. What a roll. Going to be down at the 11-yard line.
That was a 15-yard mistake by that young man, not fair catching that ball, because he had plenty of time to get under. He just let it hit and roll.
That's exactly right. What a fantastic punt. So that really pins the Cougars back deep in their territory. 1st and 10 at the 11. 8:12 to go in this first quarter. Again, brought to you by the Houston County Electric Cooperative. Our score is 0-0, and I think right now these first 2 possessions, Tommy, both squads a little nervous, just trying to kind of figure out the opponent.
Trying to get the jitters out. And then they're going to come out with 2 wide, 2 to the left, or 2 to the right and 1 to the left.
And Johnson in the backfield with Mars. Johnson takes the handoff, breaks 1 tackle.
Hold they didn't call.
Yep. And doesn't want to go down, but finally is wrestled down at the 16 and a half, so we'll just call it the 16.
Yeah, when you see a Bulldog running and he's being pulled back by the jersey, that is a hold, folks.
That is definitely.
But it was not called. Kind of obscure right there in the middle of the field because the back judge was looking at the ball. 2nd and 5 from the 16-yard line.
That's right. And that would be excellent field position. We just don't need to have any offensive penalties.
Interesting to see if their quarterback runs the ball. I mean, he's a pretty stocky, well-built kid out there, but so far he has not attempted to run.
No. I mean, it's been what you said there in the Knox Furniture pregame report. It's just all Johnson. This time he takes the handoff, and he's looking downfield, and he's going to find his receiver, but he dropped it. That was a hit.
It was a good pass, but we hit him and knocked it out. So good defensive play there by the secondary from
number 21, Mac Knight, hit him so hard it jarred the football loose. Going to bring up 4th and a long 3.
The quarterback could have ran for a first down, but he saw a man open and he chose to throw it. I'm glad he did choose to throw it. And he's back deep, and now we're going to set back number 4 for Crockett, deep.
It's going to be Dixon.
Not long as he punt the ball, he catches punts.
Punt brought to you.
Low snap. Almost blocked.
And that
kind of went up the side of his foot.
Just stay away from it.
Got a good roll for Buna all the way out to the Crockett 40-yard line.
That's where it goes out of bounds. And that's where leave it there and let Crockett come out and set up 1st and 10, and a nice drive here or just a quick strike. Yeah, I'm good with it.
We played almost a half a quarter yet, and there has not been a first down. Both defenses have been up to the task so far. And we thought this could be a low-scoring game.
Yeah, exactly. I think when we take our first commercial break and we come back, we're gonna put the headset on you, and we're gonna see what you do. You ready, Chip? No,
come on, guys. We can't keep giving them.
Yeah,
you can't play behind. You can't play behind the stick.
And when I interview these coaches, that's what they say. You cannot play behind the chains. And is that number 4 or number 5, Tommy?
That is the 3rd penalty on us. Out of we run so far. We've attempted 5 offensive plays. We got 3 penalties.
1st and 15 for the Bulldogs at their own 35-yard line. And Lockhart keeps it, and he gets
Bulldogs for about 6 yards back out to the 41-yard line, maybe 40. Going to give him the 42 or 41.
They're going to give him the 42.
So it's 7 yards.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Gives him 2 carries for 22 yards, 11-yard average.
42-yard line.
And, we've not...
2nd and 8.
I mean, we've seen him carry the ball, but we've not seen him featured carrying the ball. And maybe this is a new little wrinkle into the offense of the Bulldogs. Pitch out to the lane.
Well blocked.
Around the right.
Well blocked.
He got a hole, and he lost his footing, but he's going to pick up a first down. A Hargrove Nail Heating and Air first down. Gets into Cougar territory. They're going to mark it at the 46. And Tommy, he may have taken that one to the house had he not lost his footing on that turf.
Yeah, it was well blocked by the right side. In fact, we need to recognize this offensive line. We haven't talked about them in 2 games so far.
1st and 10, Corey Simon in motion. Going to be a little quick pass to him. He breaks a couple of tackles. Finally going to go down about
the 50.
Finally going to go down about the 39-yard line.
Legal shift. What are they going to call?
Holding against Crockett, so it's coming back.
Yes, Simon started out, split out to the right, and he went in motion, went right by the quarterback, and the quarterback turned and threw his basically a lateral pass out in the left flat. Good job to catch the ball, but they called a hold out there.
Astros are down 4-1 in the top of the 2nd.
San Diego?
To San Diego, and the Rangers are winning 2-1. me see what
they might be playing later tonight.
Seattle was doing. We'll check that in just a minute. Handoff to number 8 of the Crockett Bulldogs, which is Porter.
He's going to pick up we'll give him 8 yards.
Javon Porter on the carry for the Bulldogs.
So the Mariners are losing 6-4 in the bottom of the 7th to the Rays. 2nd and 13, the ball at the 48.5-yard line of the Cougars, and 4:45 and counting here in the Houston County Electric Cooperative first quarter. 3 receivers to the right. Lane in the backfield. And again, the quarterback is just going to keep it. Lockhart trying to get outside.
He should have cut that one back up. Got hit pretty hard, but he's going to pick up another 5 yards. Going to bring it. We were 1st and 20. Now it's going to be 3rd and 8, or 3rd and 7.
And this may be 4-down territory, Tommy.
I think probably so.
And normally we have a break or two here in the first quarter, but we just rolling right along.
And I tell you, normally your quarterback doesn't like be hit, but
right.
I think he'd rather dish out the hit more than anything else. Lockhart's pretty tough.
I'm going to tell you, he's tough. 2 receivers to the far left. Lockhart fakes the handoff and is going to get. He's going to have
a chance. He's going to lose 3 yards.
Yeah, he just gets bear hugged.
That might change their minds, punting or not.
Here comes the punting team for the Crockett Bulldogs as Dixon is going to go back around his own 41.
Let's keep putting them back there inside that 20-yard line. Let's see if they got the same number 7 back there. Yes, they do. Deal. Their leading receiver.
Punt brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet.
Good job.
He picks it up. This one goes off the side of his foot, but does he get a Crockett roll? And Simon downs it at the 23-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 23-yard line. Again, the clock stops on change of possession, but 3:10 to go here in this first quarter. Tommy, it's been a fast first quarter.
we might be over before the rain gets here. That's right.
But, normally when we say that, we're here half the night.
I shouldn't have said that.
That's okay. And, Chip, you open at 6 on Saturdays, don't you? Okay.
6 in the morning?
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd want a sleepy barber cutting around my ears, but I guess he's up early enough. He's already awake. Get a lot of coffee.
1st and 10 for the Cougars. Johnson takes the handoff straight up the middle and is hugged by Carruthers. I mean, Carruthers backed him up.
He hit Carruthers hard. Carruthers bent his back and just pushed him back. I mean, it was a good hard hit. I thought he was going to go for quite a ways, but he only picked it up 2 yards.
I mean, and Johnson had a lot of momentum when he was running, but Carruthers said, "No, I don't think so," and just backed him up.
He's carried the ball now about 3 or 4 times and probably doesn't have 10 yards and 3 or 3 carries.
So they give him 2 on the carry. 2nd down and 8. The ball at the 25. 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Pitch out to Johnson. He's got a lane, runs into one of his own players, bounces back off of him. Going to have enough
first down
for the first down.
Up to the 35-yard line.
10 yards on that carry to the 35-yard line. So that's the first down for the Buna Cougars at the 2:19 mark and counting here in the first quarter.
Did you notice he was running, looking to see if he was fixing to get hit? I mean, he wasn't running wide open. He was anticipating getting hit.
And our spotter here with the binoculars didn't pass that along. Come on, Chip. You're our spotter. Quick pass. They got to get that jersey number, but he's going to pick up a lot of yards, Tommy. And that was to number 9, Whitehead, I think.
Yeah, you're right, 9.
Number 9, Evan Whitehead.
Built like a fire plug. A little short guy, but he is stocky.
It went from their 35 to the Bulldog 49, so 16 yards on that on that pass play, brings up another first down. So 1st and 10, the Cougars inside of Bulldog territory. They're going to hand off to Johnson. He's sweeping around the left-hand side, puts on the brakes, and he doesn't want to go down. He kind of shifty. He looks like a bowling ball, but
about 8 yards.
But he can put the brakes on and kind of move, and that's what he did.
9 yards down to the 40.
And it stopped the clock by going out of bounds, so 1:45 left here in this first quarter.
It's their best drive so far. They picked up 3 first downs now in this drive.
Well, and what they're doing here, Tommy, is they're mixing it up a little bit. You know, it's not just run Johnson. There's been just a little bit of different play calling. The 2nd down and 1. Quarterback drops back. He thought about airing it out, and getting a little heat, and we got him.
No, he's going to throw the ball. It went forward, so that's an incomplete pass. We tackled him from behind, but as he was going down, his arm went forward. It almost was a lateral, but it was forward pass.
I didn't see anybody over there that he was intending to throw it to.
Well, if you're getting tackled.
Well, I know, but I'm just looking for that advantage. So incomplete pass going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, good time to attempt that long pass, 3rd and 1, because you got 2 downs to pick up this first down here. Short, 3rd and short, 1 yard.
You know, and more than likely, you can get that 1 yard if you hand off to Johnson.
The shirt does our mascot have on down there?
I'm not sure.
I think it says Aggies.
There's Johnson. He picks up about 4 yards on the carry. It does say Aggies.
Jacob Johnson.
Sick 'em Bears.
Hook 'em Horns. I like the Aggies too.
Well, I said sick 'em Bears. He said hook 'em Horns. What do you say? Go Cowboys. Cowboys are not a collegiate team, but I guess they could be. First and 10. Quarterback keeper. Yep, and he just pushes one of his guys out of the way and used it just kind of as a decoy.
About a half a yard short of picking up the first down to inside the 28-yard line.
And that could be the final play of the first quarter.
No? Still 54.
Oh, okay. Going to get at least one more. 2nd down and 1. The ball at the 27-yard line. Coaching staff for Buna calling the play in. They're going to put 2 receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun formation. Hands off to Johnson, and he's going to pick up the first down and a little bit more, Tommy, down at about the 22.
And that's going to be the last play of the quarterbacks. Well, maybe they don't have to snap the ball if they don't want to. Let's just put it that way.
Well, we'll see what they do. Of course, coming up,
that's going to be the last play.
Coming up at halftime, we'll visit with John Emmerich, superintendent of schools, for our student spotlight, and then Tommy will have scores from around the East Texas area. So that's going to be the final play of the first quarter, brought to you by the Houston County Electric Cooperative. At the end of 1, our score is Crockett 0, Buna 0. We're back in 1 minute with our second quarter action, brought to you by Aurora Concepts right here on K.I.V.Y.
Crockett ISD offers students not only a personalized academic experience with caring staff members, but also many UIL opportunities to allow them to grow even further. From award-winning contests in one-act play, robotics, FFA, and more, to numerous athletic opportunities in football, basketball, cross-country, and more. For information, call Crockett ISD today at 936-544-2125. Crockett ISD, one town, one school, one family.
State champions are remembered, but legends are never forgotten. United Ag & Turf offers a winning lineup of John Deere equipment built to tackle any challenge on and off the field. Legendary John Deere tractors, combines, residential mowers, commercial mowers, compact construction equipment, hated utility vehicles, and a full line of golf and sports turf equipment. United Ag & Turf, the official Ag & Turf equipment supplier of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com to find a location near you.
Visit United Ag & Turf at 1220 East Loop 304 in Crockett, or call 936-544-2011.
Okay, well, welcome back to start the second quarter. We're going to kick it back to the station because coming out of the change of quarters, Crockett calls a timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on KIVY.
Mike's Tire Shop in Crockett can keep you rolling before and after the game. If your tires need some attention, then stop by Mike's Tire Shop at 1006 South 4th Street in Crockett for the best deal in town. From economy tires to the best in the market, Mike can offer a deal that can fit anyone's budget. Mike's Tire Shop is open 7 days a week and offers roadside service as well. That's Mike's Tire Shop at 1006 South 4th Street in Crockett, or call 903-394-6281. Mike's will keep you rolling.
Now they come out of the timeout very early. Buna lines up. The quarterback keeps it. It's going to be taken down at about the 20-yard line, so make that a 2-yard gain. Going to bring up second down and 8. Tommy, I'm not sure.
It's a good fake, because I thought the running back had the ball the whole time.
Unless, we didn't have enough players out there defensively, but for some reason Crockett called that timeout. But, hey, they got it all together, so it's going to be second down and 8. Buna just inside of that red zone.
Did not notice in pregame if they had a good field goal kicker or not.
I watched a little bit of the warm-ups, and they were putting some through. Johnson takes the handoff.
Good hard. Oh, wrap him up, guys.
And he breaks 2 tackles. Now he breaks 3. Finally going to be taken down at about the 16-yard line.
He had it for about a yard loss probably, and he's going to end up picking up about 4 or 5 yards down inside about third and
he didn't get
2.
He didn't get a favorable spot. I thought he got a first down by forward progress, but they moved it back.
He's inside the 13-yard, halfway between the 13 and 12-yard line, third and a long 1.
So you got to think they're going to call his number once again.
Apple spice turnover.
Yeah, well, we're getting into this spice stuff. Quarterback fakes the handoff. He keeps it. He's going to pick up the first down, and he lunges to about the 5-yard line. Make it 6.
First and go at the 6-yard line for the Buna Cougars on this scoreless game. Crockett 0, Buna 0.
But we could use an apple turnover, a cherry turnover, peach, just any type of turnover right now.
How about a scoop and score?
Scoop and score. I'm into that.
Or pick 6.
I would be happy with that. I mean, I'm sure we're going.
I don't think they're going to throw the ball.
We're going to see some of that Sunday night.
I think we are outside.
This is coming back,
and that's going to be a touchdown.
And they call it a touchdown, and now they could be
in the offsetting.
Could be in the field of unsportsmanlike conduct. So
pretty sure we were offsides initially, but I don't know what the second play is going to be. Yep,
offsides Crockett.
What's the second flag? Both of them on the same thing?
It couldn't be, Tommy, because the person that threw the second flag, the umpire,
threw it late.
Well, yeah, threw it after the guy scored the touchdown. So, what do we talk to us now? Offsides, Crockett.
That's all he's going to say.
That's all he's going to say. So the touchdown is good. A little 6-yard pass. Completion there from Mars to Deal, and they're going to go for 2. Johnson takes it and is going to get in. That's on that Wildcat play where you think they're going to send hike it to the quarterback, but instead it's the Wildcat that goes to Johnson. But now, wait a minute, is there a penalty on this play?
Got to be, because they're putting it right back at the 2.5.
But if there's a penalty, don't they mark it off?
Or did they say no play at all?
Who's on first? Okay.
That didn't happen, folks.
No, yeah. Quarterback now in and out of the hands to Deal. So lots of confusion out there on the extra point conversion that was good, but then didn't count, and then was no good and counted.
And then this quarterback rolled out and had the receiver just wide open over in the corner to hit him right in the bread box. He didn't put his hands out. He let it get into shoulder pads, and he dropped the ball.
So with 9:52 to go here in the second quarter, brought to you by Aurora Concepts. Our new score is Buna 6, Crockett 0. We're back in 60, and we're going to visit with Mr. Chip Miles right here on Bulldog football from Monte Jack Driskell Stadium on K.I.V.Y.
Darling Ingredients in Grapeland is pleased to support the youth of Houston County. For more information about a career with Darling Ingredients in Grapeland, visit their website at darlingii.com Again, that's darlingii.com. Darling Ingredients, proud to support the youth of Houston County.
For more than 50 years, the fine folks at Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation in Grapeland, manufacturer of steel joists, deck, and grating, has been supporting the youth of this community. Volcraft realizes that investing in the youth of this community is an investment in each and every person. The employees at Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation, would like to take the time to encourage you to get out and to support the youth in your community. Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation. Welcome back as the Cougars have it teed up at their own 40-yard line, getting ready to kick off to the Bulldogs. And this is a pooch kick brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. Crockett lets it get past them, but I think we're going to get on it because that's a live ball, Tommy. And, I mean, if Buna jumps on it, you know, kick. Yeah, and we got a Bulldog a little slow getting up. That's going to be Porter, but he's up, and Crockett offensively looking for something. I mean, we got to answer the call here for the Crockett Bulldogs as they're just one first down. Lockhart coming out. Going to put 2 receivers to the right, make that 3 receivers to the right. Lane's going to be in the backfield with Lockhart, and he's going to keep it going to just a little bit to the right-hand side of the line of scrimmage, and it looks like they're just having a convention out there, Tommy.
He's going to get 4 yards, though.
All right, T, slide those headsets over. We're going to visit with Chip for a second. He's going to stay in the booth with us as long as he's got permission. And just put up, there you go. Hello, Chip Miles. How are you, my friend?
How you doing, Mr. Bradshaw?
Oh, doing great. Welcome to the broadcast of K.I.V.Y. from Monte Jack Driskell Stadium, and I know that you've got you believe in Crockett ISD. You've got a couple of students that recently graduated that work for you. Hang on one second, and we're going to have penalty flags. And one of them's Q, and you got a new lady coming here in the next little while. Both Crockett graduates.
Yes, sir. Mr. Q, his name is Jose Quintero, and also Miss Carolina Beltran. She starts on the 12th. She's going to be our braider.
So, and, you know, good things happening. Hang on, we're back to play here. So it's a 2nd down and 12. Delane takes the handoff, busting up through the middle, and they're going to be taken down at about the 35-yard line. And I know that you've never been up in a press box. You've never had an opportunity to see it from this side of things. But what do you think? What do you think what Tommy and I get to do every Friday night?
Man, this is cool. I love it. I'm so appreciative that you let me come up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
3rd down and about Dogs getting the play. They called in from the coaching staff on the sidelines, trailing right now 6-0. They are looking to get a 1st down. They got 3 receivers to the left, nobody over to the right. Lockhart in the shotgun formation back there with him is Delane. And they find Simon, and if he can break 1 or 2 tackles, and he does, and picks up a Hargrove Nail heating and air 1st down, gets it down to the up to the 46. But Chip, you and I have known each other for a long time. I think we're brothers from different mothers. We have a great love and respect for each other. We pick on each other all the time about the Cowboys and the Texans.
Yes, sir.
You got a Cowboy fan sitting right over here on the other side of you, because I'm going to go easy tonight. I don't want 2-on-1. I don't need Tommy on me, and I don't need you on me. But, again, welcome to the booth. I'm glad you could come join us. You'll slide that headset back over to Tommy. Tell your wife hello.
Hey, babe.
Okay. So, Crockett's going to be stopped for about a 1-yard loss. And, Tommy, I don't really think I could pick on the Cowboys with both of y'all up here.
He's younger and bigger than both of us, so get after him.
But he's slower.
Probably not.
Well,
who carried that ball? Do you know, Delane or?
Oh, wait a minute. You got to get a picture. We got to get Tommy in. I don't know how we're going to do this. Figure this out.
You know who carried that ball? No gain?
Delane.
Okay.
Yeah, for no gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. And
Lockhart goes around the end, get up to about midfield, maybe just a little bit into Cougar territory.
I'll give him 4 yards.
All right, they want a quick turn around. We want to get a quick photo. All right, now he's going to do what he normally does 100 times a day, put stuff on Facebook. So third down and 6. You gone? You got to go? All right, buddy. Thanks you're welcome anytime to come join us. All right, bud. Bye.
See, man.
So 3rd and 6, and quarterback keeper. He was going to lose a yard. He faked the handoff to Simon, who was in motion, but then he just gets stood up. So that's going to put us, Tommy, in another punting situation as Dixon comes out to punt. So ball at the 49-yard line of the Bulldogs. Need to get down to the 44, so it's 4th and 7. I sure would like to see a turnover here as their return man maybe mishandled it. This punt brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. And he's going to pick it up on the run. He scoops it up. Tommy, he's back to midfield.
He might score.
And
we don't get that time.
Yeah, he could. If he cuts it back up into the grain, if you will, had he kept going over to that other corner, he probably would have taken it to the house. And he returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line of the Bulldogs.
I guarantee our defenders going down the field, they thought he was just going to roll out of bounds, and he kind of came out of nowhere, scooped it up, and he was 10 yards down. Oh, is that a flag at the 40-yard line? I don't think it is. 36.
Well, we both have binoculars.
There's a rag out there, but I don't think that's a flag.
Let me look at that and see.
I think it's a white rag, piece of a towel. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's not yellow, and I can dial that in on those stealth vision binoculars. I promise you.
We do not need them to go up 2 scores right here. So the Bulldog defense needs to get a turnover or dig deep and keep them out of the end zone.
And the quarterback thought about.
Oh, I thought we had a defender get in there and hit the quarterback right when he was about to throw it, and almost looked like it was going to be intercepted, but just went out of bounds. So that was number 27 for Crockett to get in there and defend that play. 27 is going to be Reagan's. Reagan's showed up 2 or 3 times tonight on defense.
Absolutely. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. The ball at the 24-yard line.
Obviously, 4-down territory.
Well, yeah, and I think it answered the question about the kicking game when they. There goes Johnson straight up the middle. He's going to
pick up about 8 yards down
stopped to the
16-yard line.
But when they move it back to the 17. But when they come out and they went for 2 instead of kicking the extra point, that may have answered our question about what type of kicking game they have.
12 over here. He's like the Maytag repairman. I mean, they haven't even looked at him all night. He's just a decoy. He just one of our guys has to guard him. The only reason he's out there is just to get a guy way out there.
3rd and about a long 3. Johnson, he fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeps it and is going to pick up the 1st down. They're going to stop him at the 11. So 1st and 10 at the 11. They could pick up a 1st down inside the 1, or right at the 1.
Just outside the 10. Might even be at the 11.
They spotted it back at the 11. 4:50 and counting here in the second quarter, again brought to you by Aurora Concepts. And, Tommy, this game is moving along.
And the Bulldogs will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, but we need the ball right now. Quarterback backs out, which is Mars.
They're going to call timeout.
And they do. So Buna calls a timeout with 4:26 to go in the second quarter, leading 6-0. We're back in 60 seconds right here on K.I.V.Y.
Double K Concrete Construction offers quality at its best. When it comes to commercial, industrial, foundations, driveways, or any type of concrete work, Double K Concrete Construction is the one to call. With 20-plus years of experience, Roger Kellum and his staff can get the job done. Call 936-687-2486 or 936-546-1994. Remember, Double K Concrete Construction.
The team at Batters Law Firm has been helping the injured people of East Texas for over 50 years. And Batters Law Firm now has a law office in downtown Crockett. Batters Law Firm is located at 502 Houston Avenue, downstairs in the Loft Building. If you've been injured, contact the team at Batters Law Firm. Consults are free and you pay nothing unless they win. With offices throughout East Texas and now in downtown Crockett. Contact Batters Law Firm at 833-BATTERS or online at batterslawfirm.com. When it matters, call Batters.
Welcome back. Second quarter action again brought to you by Aurora Concepts. First and 10 for the Cougars at the 12-yard line. Two receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Johnson takes the handoff. Good tackle 13. There by number 13 of the Crockett Bulldogs, which is Griffin, and he wrapped him up right down at the leg.
8-yard line. So it's going to bring up third and about call it long 6 or short 7.
There you go. So second down, Cougars knocking on the door, leading 6-0. Crockett, the defense just needs to be a wall out there.
Flag.
Yep.
We'll move them back 5 yards.
And they stop the play.
That helps a lot right down there, that close to the goal line.
We'll move them back 5 yards. Going to bring up second down. Tommy and about 11. I need to pull up that radar and check our, again, game conditions brought to you by Crockett Eye Clinic.
See the flags out there. They're blowing pretty hard out of the, looks like northeast now. You don't have too many northeast winds.
The weather people said that today would be the last day of the 100-degree temperatures. Well, I mean, we're still under an excessive heat warning until 9 o'clock.
I'm all for that.
Sign me up, please. Quarterback going to air this one out and overthrows everybody.
Zone, so it's going to bring up third and goal from the, they're what, at the 13?
No, they can pick up a first down. If
that's right. You're right.
They get inside
the 1.
Well, actually inside the 2, 1.5, 2 yard line based on that original spot. Now, we should, I'm trying to figure out when this rain should, if we're going to get any, and it may miss us, Tommy.
You got to think number 2 or number 7 is going to get the ball. I would bet on number 2 right here on this play.
Maybe a pitch out to Johnson, but the quarterback drops back, getting a little heat from the Bulldogs. He's going to take off and run, and going to be upended at about the 7-yard line.
Took a pretty good shot there by number 27 and 12. Bedford and Reagans. Not Bedford, but Carruthers and
Reagans. And I think Tink was in on that stop as well, the true freshman out there playing defensive back for the Bulldogs. He played the first couple of games on JV, and they have moved him up.
All right, this is where if I'm an offensive coordinator, I try to get us to jump off sides because that they could.
And they may call another timeout, Tommy, because they're
down to 5 seconds.
Yeah,
they're call timeout.
Cougars are going to call a timeout. We're going to take it with them. 2:39 to go here in this second quarter. Again, brought to you by Aurora Concepts. We're back in 60 seconds on K.I.V.Y.
Crockett Farm and Fuel, located on Loop 304 in Crockett. Crockett Farm and Fuel is your local Purina dealer with the best value for your dollar, and it's ready to serve you. Crockett Farm and Fuel can serve large and small ranchers and weekend ranchers too. And Crockett Farm and Fuel is always ready to assist the pet owners no matter the size of your pet. Crockett Farm and Fuel with high quality merchandise and a large variety of choices. Also remember, Crockett Farm and Fuel offers non-ethanol fuel and diesel too. That's Crockett Farm and Fuel, open 6 days a week, Monday through Friday till 5:30, Saturday until 1. Aurora Concepts, LLC, and Family Medical Practice located at 1261 Loop 304 in Crockett. No appointment needed, just walk in. Affordable, convenient, and caring. Aurora Concepts open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Aurora Concepts accepts insurance of all kinds, Medicare and Medicaid, and if you're a cash-paying patient, Aurora Concept is very, very affordable. When you're sick, head to Aurora Concept, a family medical practice with no appointment necessary, located at 1261 Loop 304 in Crockett.
Well, Buna comes out of the timeout. There isn't field goal formation, but they're doing the end, and they score a touchdown. Now, you talking about a trick play. They set up in field goal formation. They bring Johnson in motion. Everybody thinks that the field goal kicker is going to pitch it out to Johnson, and the tight end comes off the left-hand side of the line, and the only thing near him is the official in the corner of the end zone.
And that was number 44, 45, Nick McKinney.
So, touchdown for the Cougars at the 2:37 mark here in the second quarter. And probably going to go for 2 as they lead the Bulldogs right now 12-0. And that's exactly when they call that timeout, Tommy, they drew up that trick play and they worked it to perfection.
Yeah, he was wide. That wasn't the guy within 10 yards of him when he caught the ball. And we're going to stop him short on the 2-point play.
That's exactly right. And so with 2:37 to go, our new score is the Buna Cougars 12, the Crockett Bulldogs 0. We're back in 60 seconds, and I've got a very special hello when we come back right here on K.I.V.Y.
Bruner's Economy Car Center is your complete full-service automotive body repair center. The Bruner family has been taking care of citizens of Houston and surrounding counties since 1972, and their reputation speaks for itself. Bruner's Economy Car Center will tow your vehicle and set you up in a hassle-free rental car. Bruner's Economy Car Center, located 5 miles north of Crockett on Highway 287 in Texo, or give them a call at 936-544-7142.
Make you stay young.
When it comes to roofing, no one does it better than A-Alpha Roofing. They offer commercial, residential, and industrial type roofs. They offer re-roofing and a repair specialist. Matter of fact, they even offer labor and material warranties. Plus, they always offer free estimates. For more information, contact Jared or Jonathan Land at 936-222-5604 or toll free 1-800-427-1055. A-Alpha Roofing, the ones to count on when you need that roof repair done.
Welcome back to Monte Jack Driskell Stadium. Ansel Bradshaw along with Tommy McTaber as the Cougars are going to tee it up on the 40-yard line. Kickoffs, punts, and extra points brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet in Grapeland. Keeping it simple, they're open till 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. They got a great selection of some Silverados. This one, Tommy, is going to bounce at the 31, going to be picked up by one of the Bulldogs, number 2, which is Burton, and he actually loses a little yardage, so Crockett will set up first and 10 at their own 27. I want to say a very special hello from the Monte Jack Driskell Stadium, the Wiesner of Huntsville press box, to Miss Monica. The San Antonio Rose is in our area for the weekend and visiting, spending some time with a very dear friend of mine, Sam, and hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in to Crockett Bulldog football here on K.I.V.Y. And hopefully you will drop off a little bit of that steak that you ate by the press box. First and 10 as they hand off to Delane, and he is going to be stood up, Tommy. I think the two scores that have that the Cougars have got, especially on that trick play, has lit a fire and gave them a little momentum.
Yeah, you can tell they got a little bounce in their step. Bulldogs, we got 2:13. We have 2 timeouts left. Be nice to drive down here and get a score, and then we do get the kickoff to start the second half.
Second down and 8. They give him 2 on the carry. 3 receivers to the right, none to the left, and shotgun formation. Going to air this one out and hits his receiver, and he loses it.
A good tackle there by the unit cornerback to knock it loose. Would have been a gain of about 6 yards, but did fall out.
And that was number 3, Billy Robinson III, with that stop for the Cougars.
Good pass.
I mean, you know, what they say, the old saying is that if it's touchable, it's catchable. He caught it, but he just couldn't hold on to it.
Guy wrapped him up from pretty hard hit from behind to knock it loose.
Going right back to the same formation as Lockhart is in the shotgun formation, fakes the handoff to Delane. He's going to air this one out. It was deflected. It's intercepted by Robinson. Billy Robinson III has made 2 huge plays back-to-back defensively for the Cougars. They will set up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. And
a flag here.
Yeah, that's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct for the celebration of the Cougars as they maybe lost a little bit of their
There
composure.
wasn't a single Bulldog over there, so there's no way it's on the Bulldogs.
No, they're going to flag for unnecessary celebration or whatever the language is.
And that 15 yards puts them back inside their own territory at the Buna 46-yard line. Big penalty right there.
So, that kind of serves as maybe a punt, so to speak, for the Bulldogs. But 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Again, at their own 46. Tommy, 1:48 left to go here in the second quarter.
And you've got to dig deep right here. If you give up another score here in the last minute 48, it could be unsurmountable right here.
It's right. So they're going to put this is the first time they've split. Actually, they're going to set 3 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun formation. He's going to
looking for his deal,
and he hits deal. And going to be wrapped up. Let's see where they spot it.
Out of about the 45-yard line of Crockett, about a 9-yard gain.
So they're going to spot it at the 46. So that's going to bring it 2nd down and 2. Keeps the clock turning as
and they have one timeout.
One timeout left, so they can only stop the clock one time with a timeout, or if it goes out of bounds. Big rush here by the Bulldogs.
He wanted quarterback, but we were there
rolling, and they've got a receiver that was open as he snuck in behind number 19 Tink, but the pass was number 1 overthrown, number 2 it was out of bounds. So we got a penalty flag out here, Tommy, at about the 42-yard line, and this one may be against Crockett as they're talking.
A defensive hold, possibly.
Let's see what the folks. Ineligible
man downfield.
Yep.
Okay, we'll take it. Move them on back.
Ineligible man downfield.
Because it took so long for that play to develop. That's what
they were trying to set up a screen.
Yep.
And those linemen, it's tough because they don't know that you didn't throw the screen. They're wanting to go downfield and block.
And Sandals, number 40 for the Bulldogs. I mean, he was like a train going after Mars, the quarterback. He was coming down the tracks. 3 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left.
2nd and 7.
And going to hand off 1 minute to go here in this second quarter. Again, brought to you by Aurora Concepts. Coming up at halftime, we'll visit with Mr. John Emmerich, Superintendent of Schools, for our Student Spotlight of the Week. Then after that, Tommy will be in to look at scores from around the East Texas area. Note to station, we're not going to play the TSN halftime report, as we're going to try to do something a little different at halftime. So do not play that halftime report. Back to action here, 3rd and 7 for the Cougars at their own 49. Johnson takes the handoff.
Lose 2
and
yards.
Number 11, Delane, just
don't hurt yourself celebrating.
hugged him. Hugged him.
That's going to bring up 4th down. I would think they don't want to. Well, they can let the clock tick out. They don't even have to snap the ball.
Well, yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't call a timeout to make them punt.
And there's 4.
Because you can always have a bad snap.
And that's going to do it. That's going to be the last play of the second quarter. So we're going into halftime with the Buna Cougars leading the Crockett Bulldogs 12-0. Crockett will get the opening kickoff to start the third. We're back in 2 minutes with Superintendent of Schools John Emmerich right here on our halftime report on K.I.V.Y.
Crockett Ag and Auto, located at 1407 East Loop 304 in Crockett, offers just about anything you need, from a great selection of Napa auto parts to top name brand tires that will keep you rolling to a super selection of tractor and farm equipment. And don't forget about their service department. It's the best in town. Stop by and see Sam and the gang today at Crockett Ag and Auto, 1407 East Loop 304 in Crockett, or call 936-545-0205. Crockett Ag and Auto in Crockett.
When the game is on the line, the smart coach calls in the most experienced and the steady player. When it comes to running your home, East Texans do the very same thing. They call the most experienced and the steady player. That, my friends, is Knox Furniture. Fair, honest prices with easy financing and free delivery. Furniture, appliances, flooring, mattresses, accessories. Come see why we've been making the team since 1927. Knox Furniture, 300 East Goliad, historic downtown Crockett.
Commitment to community. a core value of Houston County Electric Cooperative that represents the cooperative difference. It's why our members trust us to provide reliable and affordable power. Our cooperative is committed to enhancing the communities we serve. Houston County Electric's employees encourage youth leadership, promote electrical safety education, support the local economy, and volunteer throughout our communities.
Proud to serve. That's the Houston County Electric Cooperative difference.
When you're ready to get the most your money can buy, you're ready for Cutshaw Chevrolet. And now's the time to put yourself in a brand new Chevrolet at a price you'll love. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to buy a new Chevrolet, then the time will never be better than it is right now.
Let's welcome to the field the pride of Buna, the mighty Cougar Marching Band. Officers for the band are Kane Lewis, Sarah Mockenhoff, Audrey Billings, Chloe Hagebush, Becca Menard, Kobe Hancock, Bo Shipley, Saul Gomez, Keely Jones, and Skylar Fife. Drum majors for the band are Alex Crabtree and Skylar Fox. We are proud to introduce our Buna High School auxiliaries under the direction of Ms. Patsy Collier. Our feature group for this evening is the DHS flag team. Members are Brooke Campbell, sophomore; Saul Gomez, sophomore; Kaylin Halleck, freshman; Kaylee Riley, freshman; Allison Wells, junior; Penny Ortego, freshman; Becca Menard, sophomore; Sophia White, sophomore; Alex Chapman, senior; Wally Jackson, senior and lieutenant; Emily Harding, senior, co-captain; and Skylar Fife, senior, co-captain. Please enjoy our auxiliaries perform to Uma Thurman. Special thanks goes out to Rhythm and Twirl for their generous gift of water for our games. Thank you to Mr. Clubb, Ms. O'Bannon, Dr. Spicer, and the Buna Band Boosters for their continued support of this program. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention. If you drive a black Kia license plate NKT2661, NKT2661, you need to move it. It's in the parking lot behind the press box. You've got someone blocked in that really needs to get out of here. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On the field for your halftime entertainment is the Big Blue Band from Bulldog Land. The band is under the direction of Mrs. Dana Moore and J.R. Martinez, assisted by drum tech Ruben Sanchez. Drum majors for the Bulldog Band are Marcus Moore, Donna Jean Colbert, and field captain Susan Martinez. Drill sergeants for the band are Alonzo Cervantes, Leon Burt Pare, Lauren Griffin, Mia Gonzalez, Joseph Tuggle, Truman Robeson, Colton Aiken, Rachel Ham, Krista Price, Hannah Bertrand, Joel Sanchez. In honor of our seniors for the band are Marcus Moore, Alonzo Cervantes, Isaac and Rafael Zacharias, Joseph Tuggle, Krista Price, Rachel Ham, Alyssa Torres, Roberto Popolka, Truman Robinson, Litzy Navarro, Anthony Guzman, and Taiwan Delaney. We'd like to thank our seniors for their years of dedication and honors tonight. The band will perform Fanfare for a New Age, the General Lee March, and the Expert by Vandercook. get on your feet and help us celebrate Crockett with our beloved fight song.
Being played up in Palmer, and right now Westwood is leading 25-22 late in the second quarter.
And we've got a date with Westwood. That'll actually be on a special Thursday night here in the month of October at Monte Driskell Stadium. So,
did you tell me why that game's on Thursday? I don't remember.
Officials. Yes, they're
we're going to do a game in Trinity on Friday, I believe. Is that the game when we go to Trinity or Elkhart?
I don't remember.
I think it's Trinity.
I've got a schedule someplace. Of course, this is the Davy Crockett Drug halftime report, and looking at a couple other scores from Major League Baseball. See what the Astros are doing. Right now, they are down 6-1. The Rangers are up 3-2, and looking to see what Seattle did, because it is a tight race. The Rays beat the Mariners 7-4. We've got about 5.5 minutes left in our Davy Crockett Drug halftime report. We're back in 2.5 minutes right here on K.I.V.Y.
The team at Batters Law Firm has been helping the injured people of East Texas for over 50 years. And Batters Law Firm now has a law office in downtown Crockett. Batters Law Firm is located at 502 Houston Avenue, downstairs in the Loft Building. If you've been injured, contact the team at Batters Law Firm. Consults are free and you pay nothing unless they win. With offices throughout East Texas and now in downtown Crockett, contact Batters Law Firm at 833-BATTERS or online at batterslawfirm.com. When it matters, call Batters.
Carol, can you smell that?
No, what is it?
It's the smell of football. I'm so glad football season is finally here again.
That's right. I love going to games and catching up with all of my friends. You just don't forget to tell me when the game is over. You almost forgot me last year.
I would never forget you. Who else is going to take such good care of all of our customers at Davy Crockett Drug?
That's right. We have the best customers at Davy Crockett Drug. All you football fans, be sure and call me at 936-544-2275 for all your medication needs. Just don't call me on a Friday night. I will be at the game.
Mike's Tire Shop in Crockett can keep you rolling before and after the game. If your tires need some attention, then stop by Mike's Tire Shop at 1006 South 4th Street in Crockett for the best deal in town. From economy tires to the best in the market, Mike can offer a deal that can fit anyone's budget. Mike's Tire Shop is open 7 days a week and offers roadside service as well. That's Mike's Tire Shop at 1006 South 4th Street in Crockett, or call 903-394-6281. Mike's will keep you rolling.
Crockett Farm and Fuel, located on Loop 304 in Crockett. Crockett Farm and Fuel is your local Purina dealer with the best value for your dollar and is ready to serve you. Crockett Farm and Fuel can serve large and small ranchers and weekend ranchers too. And Crockett Farm and Fuel is always ready to assist the pet owners no matter the size of your pet. Crockett Farm and Fuel with high quality merchandise and a large variety of choices. Also remember, Crockett Farm and Fuel offers non-ethanol fuel and diesel too. That's Crockett Farm and Fuel, open 6 days a week, Monday through Friday till 5:30, Saturday until 1.
When it comes to roofing, no one does it better than A-Alpha Roofing. They offer commercial, residential, and industrial type roofs. They offer re-roofing and a repair specialist. Matter of fact, they even offer labor and material warranties. Plus, they always offer free estimates. For more information, contact Jared or Jonathan Land at 936-222-5604 or toll free 1-800-427-1055. A-Alpha Roofing, the ones to count on when you need that roof repair done.
Welcome back to the Davy Crockett Drug halftime report from Monte Jack Driskell Stadium. Ansel Bradshaw along with Tommy McTaber. Tommy, tomorrow evening on 1290 AM, 102.9 FM and 105.5 FM, about 10 minutes after 5 is when the pregame starts. Kickoff is scheduled for 6. The number 11 ranked Texas Longhorns at number 3 Alabama. You can catch all the action again on 1290 AM, 102.9 FM and 105.5 FM as Texas on the road. Alabama a 7-point favorite. And I saw earlier this week that Alabama is returning the favor to
about the band
to the University of Texas marching band. They're putting them up in the upper deck.
Well, I think Alabama, they found out that they didn't even bring their band to the stadium last year.
Yeah, because Texas said you're going to the upper deck.
Yeah.
So, and then my Baylor Bears and some other Baylor Bear fans, we're hosting number 12 Utah. It's almost breakfast on the Brazos as that game kicks off at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. It'll be on ESPN. Baylor 8-point underdog after losing last Saturday night to Texas State. And, you know, a lot of people were saying, they shaved some time off the clock, Tommy. We're fixing to kick off the third quarter. I'll finish that statement about Baylor and Texas State coming up in just a moment. Winds picked up a little bit as the ball just blew off the tee as the Cougars have it teed up on their own 40. Kickoff's brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. And little pooch kick received at the 31-yard line and is just kneeled by number 21 McKnight of the Bulldogs. So they'll set up 1st and 10 at the 31. Talking about the Texas State, an interesting fact that a lot of folks have not heard about. They were the number 2 team in the nation in the transfer portal.
Second to Colorado.
Yeah, second to Colorado. So when that coach came from Incarnate Word to take over the program there, I guess he told some, hey, you're not going to be on this team, and he went out and found some, but they were number 2 behind Colorado. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Delane in motion. Lockhart's just going to keep it, trying to get around the right corner, and going to be drugged down by his arm as
2 yards.
Let's see if I can pick up that jersey number 73 for Buna, which is Bryson Shepard, a senior, on the tackle. We may have to turn this air conditioner off, Tommy.
It's getting a little chilly. I turned it up to 77. I think somebody might have turned it back down, or we're going to open these windows.
There is no doubt. 2nd and a long 8 for the Bulldogs. 3 receivers to the left. Lockhart in the shotgun formation fakes the handoff to Delane. Looking downfield, overthrows Simon. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8.
That one intercepted.
Well, there was lots of Cougars around Simon. Of course, he was open. He's very difficult to defend because he's tall, very fast, has good clean cuts when he's running that pass route. But when he turned, the ball was kind of thrown to his backside, and he just was unable to get a hand on it. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Crockett really needs to pick up a Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down and try to get some type of momentum, trailing 12-0 here early in the 3rd quarter, brought to you by Piney Woods Law. Lockhart finds his receiver in and out of the hands of Simon, so it's going to bring up 4th down, punting situation. Bulldogs are going to punt as Dixon comes out and will, I guess, stand about his own 19-yard line. And Tommy, I'm opening the windows. I got to do something with it there.
My goosebumps have goosebumps.
Yeah, I know it. When it's 100+ degrees, you need the air, but it's not 100+ in this press box.
Snap, got a flag. They blow the play dead, so legal procedure going to move us back 5 more yards.
Now we can pick up a little bit of the cheerleading. Still not sure about that Bulldog and that Aggie shirt out there, but that's okay. Maybe he's got an NIL deal or something. I don't know. So going to be 4th and 13, Tommy, for the Bulldogs. So now Dixon is going to be back about his 20-yard line. In this punt brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet.
Number 7 deal back for the Cougars.
Keeping it simple in Grapeland. Good snap. Low punt.
Drive.
Yep, but it's going to take a Crockett roll and just let it roll. It's down at the 30, down
28.
Yep, 28-yard line is where, well, one official's at the 28, one's at the 29.
They're going to call. So they just switched.
So somebody decide where you're going to put.
I think they're going to do it at the 29.
Where you're going to put the leather ball. So 5 minutes till 9 o'clock on a Friday night. Again, folks, don't forget about that special 9/11 tribute service hosted by the City of Crockett this coming Monday morning at 8 a.m. in the park.
See, that game Monday night between the Bills and the Jets being played in New York, that ought to probably be pretty eye-opening right there.
Don't you know that?
9/11.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, they played.
Johnson takes the handoff and just
drags Carruthers for 4 yards, 5 yards.
Going to be 2nd down and 4, ball at the 35-yard line. But I mean, and of course, it's kind of, I mean, everybody remembers where they were at this coming Monday 22 years ago. 2nd down and 4 for the Cougars. Hands right back off to Johnson, and one of the Bulldogs shot the gap on that. That's going to be number 3, Burton, and stops that from being a big gain. Matter of fact, Tommy, no gain.
Maybe they've even lost just a few inches. There's ball set back just outside the 35-yard line. Third, and we'll call it a short 4.
In 3rd quarter action brought to you by Piney Woods Law. And
nobody out there on.
Yep. Quick little pass over there to number 9, which is Evan Whitehead.
First down out to the 41-yard line of Buna.
And what set up that play, Tommy, is the runs, one after another to Johnson, because that's what, as the defense is keying on him. Sure. We talked about that during the Knox Furniture pregame report about we're going to call Johnson's name and number a lot, and we certainly have. But then it opens up those little quick passes. Here comes Johnson. Thought he had fumbled the ball, but actually it was part of that
gear. Players about another 5-yard gain.
It was part of that gear that protects the rib cage that was actually kind of flopping. So going to bring up, give him 5 yards on that carry. Going to bring up 2nd down and 5. The ball sitting at the 46. 9-11. Speaking of 9-11 on Monday, 9-11 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Another quick pass.
That's a deal.
Yep, he dances around, had him down, but didn't get him down all the way.
They gave him forward progress. He actually got tackled behind the line the game, but he did get forward progress, just barely crossed. It's going to set up 1st down inside Bulldog territory at the 48-yard line, or as some people say, the 52.
That's right. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. All right, Bulldogs.
you know, as bad as we've looked offensively, we're only down two scores.
Sure.
We got to hold them here, though.
Johnson takes the handoff. Well, actually, the quarterback pulled it back.
He put it in his bread box and rode it for a long time, then pulled it out.
And went straight up the middle.
For another 10-yard gain.
Defense keyed on Johnson. That left a hole you could have drove a Mack truck through, as the quarterback, Mars, just takes it for about 12, 13 yards, moves the sticks once again, ball down to the 36-yard line. They're going to put two receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Mars in the shotgun formation. He drops back. Thought about the screen. Now he's just going to tuck it and run. It's coming there out of nowhere. No, number 27, which is Reagan. He got him from behind.
Hey, Reagan's has flashed about 3 or 4 plays this game. Big stops. Big name here. I remember Elliott Reagans and Cedric Reagans. They were players when I was in high school. Elliott went to go play for the Naval Academy. I mean, he was that good of a player.
Big time. Second down and 9. 7:30 and counting here in the third quarter.
We need a turnover in a bad way.
Buna on top 12-0, and they're slowly marching down the field and eating up the clock.
Quarterback keeper again.
And again, he rode that handoff, that fake handoff to Johnson, and pulled it out. And they're taking steps together. That's what because you don't really know who has the football, because they're running side by side, but the quarterback, Mars, puts it in the breadbasket, if you will, but never lets go of it and then pulls it out. And that still gives you the option. He could turn loose of it, and Johnson could keep it. And he picked up about 7 yards on that carry, going to bring up third down and two. Ball at the 28 of the Bulldogs. Shotgun formation, looking back to pass. And got flags.
At least one, maybe 2 holds.
Everywhere. Mars is finally taken down by number 22, Butler.
Number 71. I mean, he got his money's worth on that hold.
I mean, again, flags everywhere.
77, that's his number.
So the white hat actually picked up one of the other officials' flags.
Should be third and about 13.
Third and 13. The ball at the 39-yard line. You got to think 4-down territory here for the Cougars.
Yeah, you got to think deal or screen to Johnson, or maybe just another quarterback.
Or the quarterback just keeps it. Looking downfield, he's going to air it out.
Wide open. And he dropped the ball in
and out of his hand.
Perfect pass. All he has to do is squeeze the ball, and he's right at the K of the Crockett in the end zone. Easy. He's not going to get an easier touchdown pass for that play.
No, you could not have drawn that one up for him to be any more open.
Dogs, we got to use that as momentum right there. I mean, if you can stop them on the field here, like I say, you're only down 2 scores, 12 points.
Going to bring up 4th and about 13. Cougars going for it.
They might run that same route.
And
call time, or they adjusting the play. I think
Mars backs out.
It's just going to be a trick play. They snap
it with them. 6:17 to go here in the third quarter. Again, brought to you by Pineywood's Law. They need to stop the clock. It's still running because there's been a timeout. 6:10 now left in the third. Crockett trailing 12-0. We're back in 60 on K.I.V.Y.
Pineywood's lawyer, Chris Spruce here in Grapeland, Texas. For anyone injured in a car or truck wreck anywhere in Texas, call or text me at 903-724-0055. And hey, football season's here. Pineywood's Law, we know the game. Big insurance companies have some tricks up their sleeve that after resolving thousands of injury cases on both sides of the ball, I know how to put you in the win column by beating them at their own game and get you maximum money for your claim. If I don't win, you owe me nothing. Call or text 903-724-0055 or search Piney Woods Law online for a free consultation. You don't need a big town attorney, have a big time attorney.
Bruner's Economy Car Center is your complete full-service automotive body repair center. The Bruner family has been taking care of citizens of Houston and surrounding counties since 1972, and their reputation speaks for itself. Bruner's Economy Car Center will tow your vehicle and set you up in a hassle-free rental car. Bruner's Economy Car Center, located 5 miles north of Crockett on Highway 287 in Latexo, or give them a call at 936-544-7142.
Great play. They showed it.
Welcome back as we come back to action here.
I got a feeling the quarterback is going to roll out there and they're going to throw the pass to him.
I think so, but they moved a little bit early, so they're going to call a legal procedure penalty against the Cougars. Going to move them back 5 yards. Going to bring up 4th and 18.
As they say, a little trickeration.
That may, well, ball now at the 44, so I'm not sure, Tommy, now
they're not going to punt. They're not going to punt. They're going to go for it. They're going to try another trick play, I guarantee you. They might even call the same play.
Mars will be in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He is the punter. And double reverse.
Play
and intercepted by Tink, the true freshman of the Crockett Bulldogs. He's at the 40, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Look at that true freshman out there for the Crockett Bulldogs.
Got a flag back at the 33-yard line. I don't see how it could be on Crockett, but I don't know why it would be on Buna where it was thrown unless it was a hold right after we intercepted the pass. I think it's thrown by the female official out there. He's going to confer with the white hat. Maybe it's going to be declined because usually you have someone stay where the flag was thrown. They picked the flag up, both officials walked forward.
Well, let's see what they're going to.
They're moving the chains. So I think they're going to pick up the flag. Or it's against
unsportsmanlike conduct against Crockett. Unsportsmanlike. So there was 3 penalties. 2 against Crockett and 1 against Buna.
I guess it's after the interception, or you'd run the play again. So it's got to be after the change of possession. So Crockett keeps the ball. Took the sticks.
Okay.
Guys, we're going the other way. Come on, guys, move the sticks.
So it's 1st and no yards.
Oh, my gosh. What are they doing? And they... Yeah.
first and 0.
Yeah, we had to lose 10 yards to get a first down right there. Oh.
That's the
now they got it right.
Yeah, we needed the momentum shifter. I think we got it. Let's see what we can do with it. Simon in motion, going to hand off to him, and he's following his blocks. Tommy, he's down at the 30, going to be finally stopped at the 25. That's one of the best gains that we've had from the line of scrimmage. Good for 8 yards. Going to bring up 2nd down and 2. 5:45 and counting here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I'm no coach, but the young man there needs to test the ball more. Just saying.
2nd down and a long 2. 3 receivers to the left. Single receiver to the right. Lockhart in the shotgun formation got Delane by his side. Needs some good protection there from that offensive line.
Quarterback keeper here. No.
And
throw it. There you go. Get out of bounds.
And did he intercept it? And he did. Going to be intercepted by the Cougars.
Lockhart was looking for a receiver, and he was about to be tackled. He's trying to throw it out of bounds. Didn't get much on the pass, and the Buna cornerback intercepts it right before it goes out of bounds.
And it's like the ball would not get out of bounds. It just kind of went in slow motion.
That hurt.
Well, yeah, that takes a lot of the wind out of our sail.
Still got 17 minutes left to go in this game. They're only 5:15 in the 3rd quarter, plus we got all 12 minutes of the 4th quarter. Plenty of time. The Dogs just need something positive to happen. That right there was getting the interception was positive. We need something else right here.
1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 27.
And I would think they're going to probably try to keep the ball on the ground this possession, try to burn a little clock. Get up by 12, and you're throwing pass the ball all over the place.
And here comes Johnson straight up the middle. Give him a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Yard and a half up to the 30-yard line.
Going
into the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter.
If you just keep the ball on the ground, you keep that big clock or ticking.
Oh, yeah.
And then eventually the clock becomes your friend and not the friend of the Bulldogs.
If you're ahead, for sure.
Again, same formation, 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Right back. Quarterback.
We got him for a loss.
Good shot, good shooting the gap there by number 22, Butler of the Bulldogs. Gonna
lose about a yard.
I don't think, Tommy,
it was no gain.
They said no gain.
It sure looked like he lost at least a yard, maybe 2 yards.
I thought he didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 8.
3rd and almost 9. The 7's over there to the top side receiver.
He's their favorite.
Single coverage. They're looking to pass the ball to him, and the quarterback's going. Now they did a little fake, and he overthrew him. He was wide open again. Whew. I mean, he could have 3 touchdowns in this game. He doesn't have a single one because he was open 3 different times.
Well, and by Mars pumping it, that kind of froze our defense, and he kept going.
Yeah, our quarterback, he bit on the pump, and then if Mars would have stopped and set his feet, it probably would have been a touchdown, but he kept moving, and he just overthrew him just a little bit.
Going to bring up 4th down punting situation. Mars back to punt, brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet.
Let's get a return, guys.
And this one's going to go out of bounds. We got a penalty flag thrown.
What's the penalty for there?
I'm not sure.
Maybe a hold on Crockett?
The young lady threw it.
It's not a penalty if you punt it out of bounds.
No, it's only a penalty if you kick it out of bounds on a kickoff. Going to be holding against the Bulldogs.
It's almost got to be, I would think.
Yep. So Crockett will be pushed back. And that's going to, when they finish marking off the penalty, they're going to place the ball at the 27-yard line. That's where Crockett will set up 1st and 10. And I think, Tommy, that good chance of rain, I think
it's going to stay up north of us or dissipate before it gets to us possibly.
I don't think
miss us.
I don't think it's supposed to be here about now. And it's certainly not. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Trying to get something going. We fumble, but it is picked back up by Delane. It bounced. He got a favorable bounce right back into his hands.
It's an oblong ball. It bounces funny, but it bounced right back up to him.
Going to give him a yard on that carry. Bring up 2nd down and 9. 3:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again, brought to you by Piney Woods Law. And, I mean, Tommy, we still have plenty of time, but time is getting away from us.
Yeah, we need something this possession, or for sure, not this possession, the next possession.
And we fumble again, and this time around, I think the Cougars get on it. And they do. Another turnover by the Bulldogs. It'll set up 1st and 10 for Buna at the Bulldogs' 26-yard line. It's where I think they're going to spot it. And actually, they're going to spot it at 27.
Yeah, Dogs just struggling tonight. Like, I don't know if you heard them at halftime. They had 80 yards of offense, 2 first downs in the first half. And a lot of it's just shooting ourselves in the foot. Just penalties.
We've got to be able to. We've got to put together a good drive and get into the end zone. They're coming out. Buna's coming out in a spread offense now. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Hadn't seen this formation too much tonight. Now got one in motion. He takes the handoff. And he is going to be wrapped up.
3. think it's going to be Billy Robinson III.
And wrapped up by number 4, Dixon.
Yeah, he was running more east and west than he was north and south, and only gained about maybe a yard.
They're going to give him 2 on it, Tom. That's all right. Second down and 8 for the Cougars. You think Texas beats Alabama tomorrow night?
I just hope it's a good game.
It was a good one last year. Mars keeps it, goes straight up the middle after he faked the handoff.
Got hit pretty hard. He's going to pick up maybe 2 yards. Third and about 7. Yeah, Texas should have beat them in Austin last year. The quarterback getting hurt, that hurt them. But I'm not sure how good this new quarterback is for Alabama. I know he can run the ball. But we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow night should be a good game. Looking forward to Oregon at Texas Tech tomorrow also.
That ought to be about 75 to 80.
Tech's not that bad.
No, I mean in scores. I mean,
oh yeah,
I mean,
point.
I mean, they'll burn up the scoreboard. Mars going to air this one out. Got a receiver wide open. That's number 3, Billy Robinson III, for a touchdown. But there is a flag out on the field. It's going to be holding against Buna. Wipe those points off the board.
Take it off the board.
And move them back 10 yards.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, you can see the Bulldogs. A lot of hands on the hips. A lot of guys talking to each other. They're down and dejected right now. Glad we had that penalty, or they could really be down and dejected right now.
And once again, Tommy, our defense, just like last week, has spent a lot of time on the field.
Yeah, the Crockett offense in the second half has run 7 plays in the second half.
Well, we need those. We need 7's okay if we can get into the end zone. Third down and
about 17.
About 17. Mars scrambling and finds a receiver, and that's going to be number 7.
Down to about the 20-yard line. Going to need about 3 more yards to pick up the first down, so it should be 4th down.
So 4th and 3, Tommy. The ball at just inside the 20, so they're just inside the red zone.
I'll look for number 2 or the quarterback keeper on this. Coming up the line, trying to snap the ball quick on us.
Now he backs off, getting the signal called in, changing the play at the line of scrimmage. And it's Billy Robinson, the third.
First down to the 15.
So
got a little flat to the right, a little pass.
I was surprised they would call a pass play there.
I am too. I'm surprised they didn't just run the ball.
Tommy, we're at the clock is stopped as they move the sticks. Now it's ticking again. We're under 40 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Again, brought to you by Piney Woods Law. 1st and 10 for Buna at the 15. Robinson comes out.
Number 4, they're down to 10 seconds.
Number 44 is coming in, and we don't have 44 on the roster. Johnson takes the handoff.
About a yard gain. Good tackle there by that is
Burton on the tackle. That's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Again, brought to you by Piney Woods Law. After 3, Buna 12, Crockett 0. We're back in 60 seconds for fourth quarter action from Monte Jack Driskell Stadium right after this.
When you're ready to get the most your money can buy, you're ready for Cutshaw Chevrolet. And now's the time to put yourself in a brand new Chevrolet at a price you'll love. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to buy a new Chevrolet, then the time will never be better than it is right now. Silverados, Tahoes, Suburbans, they have them all at Cutshaw Chevrolet, and they're all priced to move. Cutshaw Chevrolet, 287 South in Grapeland, where they're always keeping it simple. Cutshaw Chevrolet, 1-800-CUTSHAW.
Things are certainly heating up here in East Texas, which means now is the perfect time to call Hargrove Neal Heating and Air and get your air conditioning system checked. Calvin Neal and the professional team at Hargrove Neal Heating and Air has been keeping East Texans in the cool since 1961. For sales, service, and installation, no one does it better than Hargrove Neal. Call 936-544-7270 or 936-544-COOL. Hargrove Neal Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable when the heat is on.
Well, Tommy, getting ready for the Bruners Economy Car Center fourth quarter. Crockett needs to be a wall.
Yeah, if you got a chance of winning this game right here, you got to keep them out of the end zone here. It's second and about 7 right now. They can pick up first down right at about the 10-yard line. We cannot let them in the end zone.
No, absolutely not.
Go down 3 scores. That's almost just 1 quarter to play is going to be pretty tough.
Well, a turnover would be great. One of them apple turnovers, I could do one of those right now.
I'm surprised they're still throwing the ball as much as they are.
2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Quarterback fakes the handoff and got a receiver wide open. Number 9, we've not called that. But no, Evan Whitehead, he's touched the ball a couple of times. That's going to bring up first and goal to go for the Cougars at the Bulldogs' 1-yard line.
1 yard line on first and goal.
First and goal. Again, fourth quarter action brought to you by Bruners Economy Car Center. Been supporting the Crockett Bulldogs for many, many years. The Bruner family, we appreciate their support. And the Wildcat, as Johnson takes the handoff and he goes in from 2 yards out. 11:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. New score is going to be 18-0. Clock still ticking. They need to stop it.
Talking about Bruners, I saw Mr. Ray. He was at the Grandparents' Day at the Texas OSD this morning. Had a good turnout. Donuts or what? They had the kids ate. Right. We didn't really eat, but they had just a regular breakfast and big turnout. A lot of people.
2-point conversion.
Oh, he almost intercepted. He probably would have scored number 5 for Crockett if he had intercepted.
That's
Rayfield.
Intended for Jackson Hart. So the 2-point conversion is no good. 11:10 to go here in the Bruners Economy Car Center fourth quarter. Our new score, the Cougars 18, the Bulldogs 0. We're back in 60 seconds on K.I.V.Y.
Whether you have a medical condition affecting your eyes or you just want the best value on a new pair of glasses, Crockett Eye Clinic is the only vision source facility in Houston County with cutting-edge technology necessary to diagnose and treat any ocular condition. Crockett Eye Clinic also offers the latest design in frames and the newest advances in contact lenses. See Crockett Eye Clinic with Dr. McCall and Dr. Absey located at 711 East Goliad or call 936-544-3763 to make an appointment. Crockett Eye Clinic, your vision headquarters.
Sign up today for Domino's Piece of the Pie Rewards Program and begin earning points towards a free pizza with every order of $10 or more. You can now even earn points over the phone or on past orders. Visit Domino's.com to sign up, and for more information, visit Domino's, located at 1000 Loop 304 in Crockett, or call them at 936-624-0111. That's Domino's Pizza in Crockett.
Welcome back. Bulldogs fixing to get the kickoff. And Tommy, kickoff brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. They're open till 2 o'clock tomorrow. Go by and see them. Let them know you appreciate their support of Bulldog football. Another pooch kick.
Get over here.
And that one.
2 Cougars ran right by the ball.
And they got on top of it.
Nobody for Crockett went to the ball.
And it is still a live football until you get it. So a long onside kick, if you will, for Buna.
Yeah, the ball laid there with nobody touching it for a good 3 seconds. And nobody from Crockett even reacted to the ball.
So 1st and 10 for the Cougars on the Bulldog 38-yard line. That is not anything like what we needed. We have got to force something here. We get down another score, it is going to be tough. I mean, we're down 3 scores right now, but there's still 11 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter.
They come out passing the ball here. They're just trying to run the score up on us because you want to take time off the clock.
Fake pass to Johnson. Quarterback's getting around the end. He's going to pick up about 12, 13, 14 yards, knocked out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, we're just struggling right now. It's 10:57 mark here in the fourth quarter. Crockett trailing 18-0. Of course, we get to on the road again next week. Go to Grosbeck, nice stadium over there. It's one of the first ones that had AstroTurf.
That's right.
Back in the late 80s or early 90s when they had that turf installed over there.
So Tommy and I will be over there. Then the following, we're here against Shepherd for homecoming.
First district game.
Ring of Honor and all kinds of stuff. 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the Bulldog 22. Big man in motion, number 44. Johnson takes the handoff, finds a hole, finds a crease, spins, finally taken down.
He's up on the ground, but they're calling him down.
At the 17.
Going to bring up 2nd and 5.
And what this does, Tommy, now the clock is not our friend.
No, not at all.
And we're fixing to go under the 10-minute mark. We just did. So, that clock just continues to churn. Now, Crockett, still has all 3 timeouts. 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Mars out there directing traffic.
We shot the gap.
Little blitz there by the Bulldogs.
Get the quarterback on the ground. He's going. Oh, he almost scored. Got all the way down to about the 3-yard line. We should have had him in the backfield for no gain. Did not wrap up.
Carruthers shot the gap, but he kind of overcommitted, and he got past Mars. Mars was able to sweep around to the right-hand side and gets knocked out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal to go for the Cougars at the 9:32 mark here in the Brunner's Economy Car Center fourth quarter.
And they got to hurry up. They got about 5 seconds to get this play off.
They're not going to make it. Yeah, they did. Wildcat to Johnson. He's trying to get around to the left-hand side, and
he fumbled the ball, but he fumbled it out of bounds. It should be. He can fumble it forward. Should be where about the 3-yard line or 4-yard line.
Trying to see who was pursuing that play for the Crockett Bulldogs. I think that
you had 27 over there and 12. Lockhart and Reagans. Not Lockhart. Carruthers and Reagans.
So they lost a yard. So it's going to be 2nd down and goal to go from the 4. Now, they say 3rd down on the marker, but I think it's actually 2nd down. Now they're fixing it. Johnson takes the handoff, and he's going to be popped at the line of scrimmage. But he bounces off, Tommy, and gets in the end zone. We had him, but he bounced off just pure strength in the legs to take it in from 4 yards out at 9:05 to go here in this fourth quarter. New score is now 24-0. Pending the 2-point conversion. And this touchdown is made possible by that kickoff, that pooch kick that nobody got on Crockett, and the Cougars recovered it. Low snap. And the quarterback just going to throw it to somebody, and nobody was there. So another 2-point conversion is no good. So it's 9:05 to go here in this Brunner's Economy Car Center fourth quarter. Our new score, the Cougars 24, the Bulldogs 0. We're back in 60 seconds on K.I.V.Y.
Brunner's Economy Car Center is your complete full-service automotive body repair center. The Brunner family has been taking care of citizens of Houston and surrounding counties since 1972, and their reputation speaks for itself. Brunner's Economy Car Center will tow your vehicle and set you up in a hassle-free rental car. Brunner's Economy Car Center, located 5 miles north of Crockett on Highway 287 in Texo, or give them a call at 936-544-7142.
When the game is on the line, the smart coach calls in the most experienced and the steady player. When it comes to running your home, East Texans do the very same thing. They call the most experienced and the steady player. That, my friends, is Knox Furniture. Fair on its prices with easy financing and free delivery. Furniture, appliances, flooring, mattresses, accessories. Come see why we've been making the team since 1927. Knox Furniture, 300 East Goliad, historic downtown Crockett.
Commitment to community, a core value of Houston County Electric Cooperative that represents the cooperative difference. It's why our members trust us to provide reliable and affordable power. Our cooperative is committed to enhancing the communities we serve. Houston County Electric's employees encourage youth leadership, promote electrical safety education, support the local economy, and volunteer throughout our communities.
Proud to serve. That's the Houston County Electric Cooperative difference.
As we come back to play, another pooch kick by the Buna Cougars, fair catch by the Crockett Bulldogs at their own 35. Kicks brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. And Tommy, 9:04 to go here in the fourth quarter. We're down 24-0. It is going to take some quick strikes to get back into this game.
I just want to see him move the ball. And
Carruthers takes the handoff, and it's going to be upended after about a 2-yard gain to bring up second down and 8. The ball at the 30. Simon. Ball at the 38-yard line. They're going to move it back to the 37.
2-yard gain there by Corey Simon. He's a junior, right?
Yes. Going to put one receiver out to the left, 3 in the backfield with Lockhart.
You don't see this formation very often.
No, you don't. And here comes Delane.
That's Porter.
That's
Delane, you're right.
Yep. And, Tommy, that's the best run of the night down to the 41-yard line.
37, that's 13 and 8, 21 yards.
Another Hargrove Nail Heating and Air first down for the Crockett Bulldogs.
Good run there by Delane.
We're going right back to that formation. Lockhart in the shotgun formation, and you've got Simon, Delane, and I'll have to catch the other jersey number. Another handoff to Delane.
He's going to pick up about 2 yards. Kind of a late forming play right there, but that's going to get him up to 8 carries now for 50 yards for Delane. Leading ball carrier now for the Bulldogs.
And Porter. So you got Porter, Delane, and Simon. New look for the Bulldogs. Simon takes the handoff, trying to get around the right-hand side, and he does.
Almost picked up the first down. It's going to be about a yard, maybe a yard and a half short. Good run there by Simon.
This is the best series we've had.
It definitely is. We've got 2 first downs. Fixing to be 3 first downs in this drive. Something positive for the Bulldogs. Much needed. 3rd and 2.
We may be trying something new here. I think we are. Lane takes the handoff, going straight up the middle, going to pick up the first down.
Going to get down inside the 30-yard line, down to the 20, right about the 28-yard line.
Another Hargrove Nail Heating and Air first down. That system's not performing the way that you need it to, keeping you comfortable during these hot days and nights. Get in contact with Calvin and Cynthia and their staff at Hargrove Nail Heating and Air. They can fix you up. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
I want to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Absolutely. Now, Lockhart's going to keep it. He's going to be tripped up right at the line of scrimmage.
It felt kind of awkward. It pops right back up. No gain.
So 2nd down and 10. 6 fixing to go under the 6-minute mark here, Tommy, in the 4th quarter. We'll be looking for our Domino's Pizza player of the game. Now we're going back to 3 receivers to the left.
Plenty of room to run if he'll cut it up.
Lockhart's just going to keep it, and
oh, come on, official, give it to him. He's going to mark him down to inside the 1 yard line. The 27-yard run.
Yep, and we got a player slowly getting up. That's Simon.
Gives Lockhart now 10 carries for 60 yards. Not a bad 6-yard average.
Absolutely. Another Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down for the Crockett Bulldogs.
Let's see, I almost bet you're going to have a quarterback sneak right up the middle.
Or you hand it to the lane. And
whoever got it scored.
Yep, that's going to be Delane. Takes it in from 1 yard out inside of that Mike's Tire red zone, and that offensive line just opened up enough of a gap for Delane to take it in. Now we're going to go for 2. Going to set up a swinging gate. Cheerleaders throwing, I think, water bottles up to the fans. Now we're going to not do the swinging gate and bring out the extra point team. So our Vizu will come out and attempt the extra point. Now Crockett calls a timeout. We're going to take it with them. 5:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Bruner's Economy Car Center. Our new score is 24-6, pending the extra point. We're back in 60 seconds on K.I.V.Y.
Aurora Concepts, LLC and Family Medical Practice located at 1261 Loop 304 in Crockett. No appointment needed, just walk in. Affordable, convenient, and caring. Aurora Concepts open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Aurora Concepts accepts insurance of all kinds, Medicare and Medicaid, and if you're a cash-paying patient, Aurora Concept is very, very affordable. When you're sick, head to Aurora Concept, a family medical practice with no appointment necessary, located at 1261 Loop 304 in Crockett.
State champions are remembered, but legends are never forgotten. United Ag and Turf offers a winning lineup of John Deere equipment built to tackle any challenge on and off the field. Legendary John Deere tractors, combines, residential mowers, commercial mowers, compact construction equipment, gator utility vehicles, and a full line of golf and sports turf equipment. United Ag and Turf, the official Ag and Turf equipment supplier of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com to find a location near you.
Visit United Ag and Turf at 1220 East Loop 304 in Crockett, or call 936-544-2011.
Coming out of the timeout, we go for 2, and Lockhart takes it in on the quarterback keeper. So our new score is now the Cougars 24, the Bulldogs 8. We're back in 60 seconds right here on K.I.V.Y.
Mike's Tire Shop in Crockett can keep you rolling before and after the game. If your tires need some attention, then stop by Mike's Tire Shop at 1006 South 4th Street in Crockett for the best deal in town. From economy tires to the best in the market, Mike can offer a deal that can fit anyone's budget. Mike's Tire Shop is open 7 days a week and offers roadside service as well. That's Mike's Tire Shop at 1006 South 4th Street in Crockett, or call 903-394-6281. Mike's will keep you rolling.
Darling Ingredients in Grapeland is pleased to support the youth of Houston County. For more information about a career with Darling Ingredients in Grapeland, visit their website at darlingii.com. Again, that's darlingii.com. Darling Ingredients, proud to support the youth of Houston County.
Welcome back as the Bulldogs have created a little excitement here at Monte Jack Driskell Stadium, getting on the board and converting the 2-point conversion, 24-8. Now, Tommy, it's a 2-score game.
Yeah, that's why you had to go for 2 right there, just to give you a chance to. Because 3-8 is 24. My math is still good.
And you got to think we're going to onside kick this one.
Yeah. I would look for the highest number out there and kick it right at them, maybe 42 over here.
You know, and
they blew it dead for us. We got too many players on one side.
2 for Wouldn't they let it go and it'd be a penalty?
I don't know why they stopped it.
And going to be an onside kick, and
I think we touched it before it went.
They're going to give it to us.
Did we touch it first?
I thought we did.
Yeah, there's a flag over there. I think she picked up a flag. I think we touched it about.
But why would
48-yard line?
But why would she throw it when she's on the far side and these three over here on our side not?
I agree. Yeah, I think it definitely hit us before it went 10 yards. It should be Buna ball at the Crockett 48-yard line. That's what they're going to do.
But again, she's on the far side of the field. All of the action is on our side of the field.
She's 30 yards away, and these three officials over here within 10 yards of it. And I don't want them to.
Yeah, they never even. But they're going to give the ball to Buna. 1st and 10 at the Bulldogs 48. I mean, I think it's the right call, but you have to wonder why it doesn't get called by the officials on this side. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Defense needs to force a turnover. And
this little man wants to be a running back. He's been a receiver the whole night. Whitehead.
Yep, Whitehead. And he picked up about 15 on the carry.
He can't be 5'7", and probably weighs 195. I mean, he's short and stocky and got some big old legs on him.
And giving Johnson a break. And that just keeps the clock turning. Now we're under 5 minutes here in the Brunner's Economy Car Center 4th quarter. 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the Bulldog 33-yard line. Again, Whitehead in the backfield with Mars. He takes the handoff and just
ran over a Bulldog.
But number 27 for the Bulldogs never turned loose, and that's Reagan.
Reagan's played. He's probably been our defensive MVP of the night. He might be our player of the game, but he's definitely on defense. He has shown many times in this game.
He don't back down from nobody.
No, he's tough.
Now, Whitehead comes out of the backfield. Coming back in is Jacob Johnson.
He saw Whitehead get positive yards. I got to get back out there.
Getting him a little breather. And Johnson takes the handoff down to the 25. They're going to spot it at the 26. Tommy, I actually thought there was movement by the Cougars, and I was looking for that play to be blown dead and to move it back 5 yards because I really thought the right-hand side of their offensive line moved.
Yeah, he just got in behind their left guard, just went right behind him for a positive 4 or 5 yards, coming up 3rd and about 3.
Getting the play called in, 10 seconds on the play clock, 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and
he's going to
be short.
I'm not sure.
Going to be about a yard short. Going to be 4th and a long 1.
If you got any hope at all, you got to stop them right here, because if you don't stop them right here, they're going to burn another 2 minutes off the clock. We're under 3 minutes right now.
Now, we still have 2 timeouts left, but, you know, when you're trailing by 16, quarterback keeper, he's not going to get it.
Second effort, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, he got a good spot.
Yep, they gave him a good spot on it. So they're going to give him 2 yards on the carry and move the sticks.
That's going to keep the clock turning unless Crockett does decide to call a timeout. You know, two teams don't play each other all that much. Now, one thing I can say has been good sportsmanship between both teams.
Been a good, clean game.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if there was offsetting personal fouls. We don't even know what they did. It might have been just talking. But that's really been the only personal fouls during the whole game.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for Buna. Ball at just inside the Bulldogs' 23-yard line.
They pick up another first down, the ball game is over.
Well, 2:10 and counting here, and again, the Brunner's Economy Car Center fourth quarter. Johnson going to take the handoff. It's going to be stood up.
And if I'm a Cougar fan, I don't know why you got Johnson out there on the field right now anyway. Because if he gets hurt, that hurts their team severely.
Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe about a half a yard. I don't know how they spotted that and gave him any type of forward yardage, but they did. So second down and a long 9.
Johnson's going to take the ball around the left side. And I thought he was going to break loose and score, but he's going to be tackled. And I think they're going to pick up the first down inside the 12-yard line. And you would hope Buna would do the right smart thing. And they only got to snap the ball 2 more times. The ball game will be over.
Because we're almost under the 1 minute mark.
They reset the clock now at 40 seconds, so they got to snap it for sure one more time, maybe twice.
They're going into the victory formation. With 10 seconds.
Let it tick down to about 2 seconds, and they'll snap it. Then this should be the last. Officials delay on setting the clock. This should be the last play of the game.
Just depends on when they wind up.
I think I snap it one more time.
One more time. So our final score tonight from Monte Jack Driskell Stadium is going to be the Buna Cougars 24, our Crockett Bulldogs 8. Crockett will now go to 0-3 on the young season. Still got opportunities to have a very successful season, but right now we're 0-3. And again, that's our final score, 24-8. We're going to be back in 2.5 minutes with our post-game show right here from Monte Jack Driskell Stadium on K.I.V.Y.
For more than 50 years, the fine folks at Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation in Grapeland, manufacturer of steel joists, deck, and grating, has been supporting the youth of this community. Volcraft realizes that investing in the youth of this community is an investment in each and every person. The employees at Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation, would like to take the time to encourage you to get out and to support the youth in your community. Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation. Double K Concrete Construction offers quality at its best. Comes to commercial, industrial, foundations, driveways, or any type of concrete work, Double K Concrete Construction is the one to call. With 20-plus years of experience, Roger Kellum and his staff can get the job done. Call 936-687-2486 or 936-546-1994. Remember, Double K Concrete Construction.
The team at Batters Law Firm has been helping the injured people of East Texas for over 50 years. And Batters Law Firm now has a law office in downtown Crockett. Batters Law Firm is located at 502 Houston Avenue, downstairs in the loft building. If you've been injured, contact the team at Batters Law Firm. Consults are free and you pay nothing unless they win. With offices throughout East Texas and now in downtown Crockett. Contact Batters Law Firm at 833-BATTERS or online at batterslawfirm.com. When it matters, call Batters.
Crockett Farm and Fuel, located on Loop 304 in Crockett. Crockett Farm and Fuel is your local Purina dealer with the best value for your dollar and is ready to serve you. Crockett Farm and Fuel can serve large or small ranchers and weekend ranchers too. And Crockett Farm and Fuel is always ready to assist the pet owners no matter the size of your pet. Crockett Farm and Fuel with high quality merchandise and a large variety of choices. Also remember, Crockett Farm and Fuel